Oh, I'm sorry. I was listening to the music. What do you want? I was into my music, man.
Fail.
What? Fail. Yeah, well, they said white men couldn't jump either, but for about 2 years of my life, and then my back was like, no more. Anyway, welcome to the Rideshare Garage. How we doing tonight out there in the interwebs? We got the fellas in the house. The fellas in the house. I don't know what side he's on your side, but on my side, I got driven by Mr. Omar in the house. We want to all
good.
me, Jeff, and Steven need to go ahead and touch Omar on his hind parts to give him a little pep in his step and try to bring a little smile to his face. Below me down here, I got the unbroken driver, Mr. Steven. He's got his gig with it hat on. He's looking good. His camera's on tight. Look at there, bro. Give us a little Luther real quick.
Welcome, everyone.
There he is. That's it. Hold on. I gotta give it up. And I got my man Jeff, Mr. AC, in the house today. We're gonna help you out there. All right. Eddie will be along soon, and Kiara might be joining us. I know her and Bria were already on a live a little earlier. I was happy to see the ladies. They're back together. She's back down in Key is back down in Georgia.
There you go.
Georgia. Anyway, they're back down and they're doing their thing together. They got their little Airbnb. So I was happy to see that tonight. Real quick, let's shout out real quick. Wes is in the house. We got Mr. Gambit. Well, I tell you what, boy, Mr. Gambit be giving them hell on Sergio and them's live stream, boy. Mr. Gambit he ain't playing, bro. He ain't playing. No, every third one is, damn it, what I say. Ba.
He's doing it.
He can do it for us too. I'm all with it. Thomas is in the house tonight. Mr. Joe is here. Miss Christine is here. All right. Jeff looks like he just woke up. Bro, yeah, Jeff, I swear, I didn't say nothing.
I'll be rolling, man. I'll be out.
I didn't say nothing.
I know I'll sleep all day, and then I wake up in the afternoon. See, I don't do days, man. I can't do it.
All right. So I'm sure Eddie, Key, Brandon, hopefully they'll be around soon. But first things first, man, let's get this big bug out the way. Everybody, if you haven't heard, you're gonna hear it now. Lyft has a new CEO. Okay, we got a brand new CEO. He'll be taking over, I think, mid-April. Mr. Zimmer and Mr. Green have finally decided that they've had enough. They can't handle it no more, or they don't want to handle it no more. And there's a lot of speculation surrounding this, that this guy's whole job when he comes in is going to be to prepare the company to be sold off. All the interviews I watched yesterday, none of them did he say, no, Lyft's not for sale. He never said Lyft was for sale. Exactly. But we know how this goes. He's got a $750,000 a year salary, a $3 million signing bonus. I mean, that's a lot of money. But you know what?
That signing bonus, he gave it up. I heard he gave that signing bonus.
Yeah. But did you hear where he gave it up to?
What?
To his nonprofit, which is a good nonprofit. I did a little research on it. It's a really good cause. It's getting underprivileged kids, underserved kids, and it helps them to learn how to read. And so I'm cool with that.
Underserved kid. I want some money.
Well, then you're gonna have to start misspelling some of your YouTube University shirts there to qualify for that grant. But just spelling, and as we found out last week, your penmanship is damn good, sir.
Hey,
it's damn good.
Everybody says I write like a contractor, like they be doing like homes and blueprints and all that. They say, dude, you write like a contractor.
That shit didn't look like a pharmacist, so it was damn good. Okay, it didn't look like a prescription from the doctor that only the pharmacist can read. You know,
only they can read.
There's something here, Vinny, about Lyft, the new CEO Fisker getting $12 million in stock options.
Well, yeah, they all get stock options, bro.
Performance-based stock units broken into 9 tranches, each vesting separately at Lyft price as Lyft price is hurdle from 15 to 80. Lyft isn't even $15 right now.
Well,
down like what 8% or something like that.
Is he losing money on? Is he losing money on those shares, or?
He can't lose? Listen, bro, you can't lose what you never had, homie.
Right.
I'm saying
He ain't got it yet. He hasn't taken him through that yet. But his base salary is $750,000 a year. Got a $3 million signing bonus. If Lyft, and I know Jeff said it, I know I've said it, I know Steven, I believe, has said it. We've all talked about it. Omar, you and I off the record have talked about it. All of us knew Lyft, as it stood 2 days ago, wasn't going to see Q4 this year. The way they were constructed, the way they are set up, there was no way they were going to see Q4. I didn't realize it was going to be Q1 when the change happened. But you know what? If this guy's going to come in, his goal, there's a couple of things he said, and I put out a video earlier today. It might not be for everybody's taste, but if you do, you go check out the video. You'll understand. I did a little reaction to it. He said 2 things that I felt were positive for the company. I ain't say the driver. I said the company. Number 1, he's going to be focused on the rider. He understands who the customer is. You know how Uber and Lyft used to say, well, the rider is the customer and the driver is the customer. Homie ain't worried about the new guy. Yeah, he's not worried about the driver right now. His goal right now is to make ridership, increase ridership, and make sure the riders are happy. Now he's got a big plate in front of him. So I don't know. What do you guys' thoughts on the new CEO? Do you have any? What would you like to see Lyft do better?
I look at this and my first thought was that, like you said, Vinny, is they're getting ready to get sold. Their stock hit an all-time low on the 13th of March at $8.19. If I'm looking at the chart correctly, $8.19, an all-time low, and the all-time high on Lyft is the day that it opened was $88. So I guess that's where they came up with that number, $88. And I have a trend line here, and it's still riding that trend line all the way down. So
all the way down, homie.
But this is what I think Lyft should, because Uber already has food delivery wrapped up. Uber's got food delivery wrapped. So if Amazon comes in and we're already driving customers around, they might as well say, "Okay, Jeff, and you just right by our and go pick up these packages, like 85 packages." Man, I'll do that all damn day before I deliver hamburgers. I'm like, okay, I'm right by the Amazon hub anyways. I'll pick the packages up. Let's go. Let's do it. I mean, you might as well, because they can't get into the food service. Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, they all got that wrapped up.
He said that in his interview with the Bloomberg interview, which I thought was the best interview. He's already said Lyft is not, as of right now, he doesn't want his Lyft drivers delivering pizzas. And that's because he doesn't want a client or a rider to get in the car and smell like a pizza. He wants his car to smell like a car, not like a pizza. And I'm like, huh?
I said, is Eddie enjoying a butt baby right now? Is that what's going on?
Oh boy. I
mean, watch lick his lips.
Here come the joke.
Eddie, you got a big bag of stuff in your mouth
watch
right now,
like
okay?
this. Watch like
Oh, my.
Dripping in.
So,
listen,
Eddie over here.
Vinny. So you said you listened to an interview. Like, so what did you take away? Like, what was he focused on? Because I'm reading an article right now where he did say what you just said. He doesn't want to focus on delivery. That's a thing, and they don't want to compete with Uber. That's what it's saying in this article. So can you elaborate more on that? What do they mean by they don't want to compete with Uber?
So his goal is he understands that Uber is the stepchild, number 2. They called it number 2. We're going to call it stepchild because that's what we've been calling it, stepchild. He understands that the only thing he wants to compete with Uber with is in pricing. He's got to try to find a way to match pricing, to equal out pricing. Before you shake your head, no, you asked me a question. I'm trying to tell you what he said.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Vinny.
I know, brother. I know. I don't know. What the hell are these other three guys doing in here?
Hey, I'm paying attention to
I'm
chat
look,
and those thumbs ups and
Okay.
talking in chat. Yeah.
So the number one thing is he wants to be competitive pricing, match their pricing. But like I said in my video, bro, sometimes Uber is more expensive, sometimes Lyft is more expensive. Right now, we're just talking about riders. His number one goal is riders, because if he can increase his ridership, then he can get his investors his stock price back up and make the stock price attractive to get to that $15 number, if that's their number. Right now, I think Wall Street's got them average target price like 12.50, something like that. So that's number one. But in that same breath, he's not worried about Uber because he knows he's got to fix his house first. He's got to get Lyft to be able to do what Lyft does before he can make a run at Uber. But eventually,
Lyft is not doing nothing well. So Lyft doing what Lyft does is not doing it well. Amazon as a whole, if Amazon can pick up Lyft, they have a whole new fleet of drivers. They can lose all these trucks they got. They can lose all these other vehicles they got. And now they got a whole new fleet of drivers. Like I said, if I'm already by an Amazon hub and somebody tells me we got 4 deliveries, Jeff, can you drop these off for $85 and it takes me 2 hours? I'm doing those deliveries. I'm just, you know what, might as well. I'm like, I don't have to have people, and you're going to give me like some packages to throw in my trunk. Let's go. Let's do it. So Amazon can integrate instead of us delivering pizzas and all that. Hey, just let us go by the Amazon warehouse. Let us pick up whatever y'all got there. Whole new fleet of drivers. We already know the streets. We know addresses. We know everywhere. So let's give us those packages. So we ain't got to worry about as many people. I could do half people, half packages. I'm good.
Well, we don't know if now this guy used to be a top tier vice president exec under Jeff Bezos. He was like a direct link to Bezos himself. Whether this is going to tie into Amazon or not, I don't know. But his goal, while for all those years, he was at Amazon quite a few years, was customer focus, customer satisfaction, customer relationship. And it's good to see that being what struck me the most about that was he didn't mention a driver, but he didn't mention drivers, but a couple of short little terms. He mentioned rider. Now I know Uber and them talk about that too, but at least he's coming from, he's upfront about it. When I listen to when I used to listen to Zimmer on CNBC before quarterly earnings, and when I would listen to DK before quarterly earnings, they didn't talk the way this guy talked. I'm not saying this guy is going to be a savior. Nobody knows, right? Listen, he is what he is until he shows us different. And right now, all he is new. So you can't call him one way or another. At least I would.
And I've made a million videos saying how the apps don't care about drivers. They don't give a shit about us. They're trying to get their stock prices together. They're trying to get profits because they've been operating in the loss for too long. So as long as they make profits and they don't rip us off, I'm cool with it. I care less what they, like I said, if my standard is $2-3 a mile and a customer or rider is willing to pay $100 for that ride and I get what I want out of it, I don't give a shit what the rider pays. That's between the rider and the app. That ain't got shit to do with me.
Amen.
And that's why always on my videos, I say, people need to stop bashing these apps. Let these apps do what the hell they do. You worry about you. Quit muddying your plate, trying to worry about other people's pockets. Worry about your pocket. If the ride ain't for you, don't take the ride. Because I got a feeling that Lyft is coming into the game. Amazon's coming into the game because they need a breath of new fresh air. Not only that, they need new ideas. It's not going to work with just riders. It's not working just with riders. They need to get Amazon packages involved. That's my thing. From an accounting standpoint, from a generating revenue standpoint, all of these drivers out there, we're looking for work. We are contractors. You pay me, I'm willing to drive. That car is ready to go at any minute. You fill it with packages, you pay me what I want per hour, your packages get delivered. You can park them big ass trucks and all of the insurance you pay for all those trucks is out the window now. So you saving money on insurance on all them big trucks, and now you got all new drivers. We deliver packages and we take people. Them big trucks ain't doing nothing but packages. That's it. And a lot of those drivers are upset because they tired of working overtime and all these hours just to deliver all these packages. We say we could take those packages. You ain't got to work overtime. You ain't got to go cover somebody else's shift. Throw that shit in one of these rideshare cars. We'll get it there. You pay me the money. I'm already by the hub. I'll take it. Give it to me.
I have a question for everybody. What is we all know our areas. It was said before, right? What's the average taxi rate?
Yeah, that depends on your
Because
state.
I'm going somewhere with this point. So I would say down here the average taxi rate is right around the old Lux Black XL rates. So it's probably in the 450 a mile range, because with taxis there's a pickup fee, then there's this fee and that fee, and then there's a timer, and then every 1/6 of a mile or whatever it is. So I would say your average taxi trip from like the airport down to Miami is probably going to be $100 bare minimum.
I've got mine in front of me. So the base fee for this is Yellow Cab Company. Base fee is $3.10. Per mile, they charge 30 cents every 1/9 of them. It says 30 cents every 1/9 of a mile, but $2.97, I guess, is the minimum. And then 33 cents minimum per 37. Again, what's up?
Per minute,
yeah,
right?
only if so it says only if in traffic or cab waiting. So 37 seconds, and then $32.11 per hour for cab waiting. And then it says $20.50. All trips originating from LAX have a mandated $16.50 minimum fare plus $4 airport surcharge, because they're paying for that. Yeah, because every time they go in and out of the airport, they're charged for it. So
same with us. The same with us down here in South Florida. So based off of, I'd like to hear everybody else's answer, but based off that, when you tell me that you want to get more in line with Uber's price, are you freaking kidding me? We're working for pennies on the freaking dollar already. Are you kidding me?
On top of that, that's not counting. We're taking
on average down here, even with the surge, is way cheaper than a taxi. With a surge is way cheaper than a taxi.
And but you're leaving out one part. With the taxis, they're not paying for those. That's not their cars. They're working under a business. We're paying for our own cars.
So that was my point that I wanted to make, Vinny. Anybody can respond to that if you want to defend this guy or not.
No. It's not about defending any guy, but I think you're missing the bigger picture here. See, everybody's got that twisted, bro. Nobody really understands the bottom line of what Lyft did in the beginning. Lyft didn't give a shit about taxis. When Uber came out and they were with their black car service, right? They were the taxi cabs competition. Lyft was never the taxi cabs competition. Lyft was the public transit competition, because Lyft started the Walmart syndrome. Lyft was the first ones to go so low with their pricing that now it's accepted that rideshare is a public transportation, when it was never intended to be that. Uber was a luxury, top shelf, top client paying. Listen, who the hell designs a company that wants to do business at the bottom of the economy? I don't. Uber's original intent was to go after the top dog. They wasn't trying to take nobody to Burger King for work. They didn't want to go to Publix and pick up a 12-pack of freaking water. That wasn't Uber's deal. That was Lyft's deal. Lyft started that mess. And so then Uber had no choice but to get in the mud, as we like to say, and create X, and then drop down. And then the race got us to where we are now. I mean, if we're going to call it, let's call it right. That's how I feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel about it.
Yeah, well, that's what I always, like I said, I got a video talking about these damn bus fares. People get out of this gig work what they feel they deserve. I see people complaining about how much money they make, but I'm like, it's a conscious decision that you're making to put that cheap motherfucker in your car. That's the problem. You made that choice. If I go to the store and I leave with cabbage instead of fucking lettuce, I didn't read the sign that says cabbage, and I picked up cabbage. I put cabbage on the thing. I was in store the whole time buying cabbage thinking it was lettuce. Wake up. It's a conscious decision to pay attention to what's going on around you. If you are picking up something, people, whatever, and you ain't paying attention to the price, the location, the date, no, that's you not running your business right. When I go out, I make money. If it ain't money out there, I come back home. I just do something here. But there's no way I'm gonna sit in these streets making pennies on a dollar. That don't happen to me, because I'm too smart for that. I already know who I am. So I'm not gonna sit myself out there. There's other drivers who will take that, let them do it. Because the day they blow a tie rod out or the muffler fall off, they're gonna be the ones out of a car because they can't afford the shop. Me, I'm still up and running right. Because I'm not selling myself cheap. You've got to stop. All these people selling themselves for cheap are the ones who are complaining. The ones who are making good money, we have no. The only thing I complain about is they don't use me enough. And people say, well, I could turn on the Uber app and it's just constantly hitting at 50 cents a ride. Of course it's constantly hitting, but do you see me taking a 50 cent a mile ride? I don't think so. That's not what I do. I don't do that. So I need the rides to be a little, priced better. The work is out there, but they need to get those fares up. That 9% ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I'm talking about 500%, 1,000%. I'm talking about that level of a jump. Instead of paying me $10, you need to be paid like 30, 40. Forget that.
So let me ask a group a question.
Yeah.
Do you think the new guy will give us a 9% raise?
No. Results.
Man, 9% ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You can keep the 9%. You need better rides. Because how are you gonna take me from $10 to $10.90? It's 90 cents. I don't need 90 cents. I need that ride to go from $10 to $17. You got to way more than 9%. I'm not doing that.
So Mr. Gambit's dead on. And that's what I was saying. This guy was brought in just to stop the bleeding for Lyft. Yeah. He's gonna and this is why, and like I said, man, I know a lot of people are talking about, the old heads needed to go, the new head needs to come in. I get all that. But right now, all these guys got to do is get his house in order. That's his number one focus. Just like when DK took over Uber, they wasn't thinking about Lyft, bro. They was like, man, we got to get over all this sexual allegations stuff. We got to get past all this garbage that Kalanick put him in, right? Whether it was fair or unfair, it's irrelevant, But they had to definitely come in and stop this bleeding. Now, when we think about the bleeding, though, because see, I can remember just 4 or 5 months ago, Lyft was on point before the upfront pricing. I mean, you guys, like all of us do, right? Eddie shows his earnings. Jeff, you show your earnings. Steven, you show your earnings. Omar doesn't do videos like that. So, but I see his earnings, right? You guys see my earnings, hundreds of videos with my earnings on them. We show the earnings. We're real about it. It's not that we're complaining. We just, like the ticker says, like my friend OG Jeff said, know your worth. The OG. Yeah. You see what I did there, right?
OG.
See what I did there, right, Jeff?
You know it, brother.
Okay. All right. So we look, credit.
I just saw that.
Anyway, yeah, well, hey, ain't no problem with that. But the point is, right, we show you the earnings. We all drive different platforms. We're not going to put up with the garbage.
No.
Well, 4 or 5 months ago, Lyft was smoking Uber on payouts. It wasn't until this upfront pricing. It wasn't until after the last earnings were released that Lyft absolutely mud stomped its drivers into the ground and started with all this cheap shit. That's when it started. And it didn't start before that. It started after those earnings because now they got to get the money up because they're cash strapped. A business on paper can be very successful, but cash poor like a mother.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They running on notes right now. They floating on investments and notes right now. But that's
about that.
Lyft was on point because I would take rides and it would be almost every ride on Lux was over $2 a mile. Every single one of them. Now it's like $1.25 a mile, $1.50 a mile. I'm like, what? So I'm cherry picking like crazy with Lux, and I've never had to do that before. Never had to cherry pick with Lux. Now I'm cherry picking with Lux. That lets you know it's muddy. Something's wrong with it right now. Something's wrong with it. So,
well, Brandon's reporting that Lux in Chicago pays worse than Uber X, and I'm.
Oh, it probably is.
It could be.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not happy to say this because my whole mentality over the last weekend was Black XL only, and Uber XL was paying better than Black XL. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
I've been cherry picking a lot when it comes to my Uber XLs. Cherry picking a lot.
Yeah.
Like right now, and I did see today I did, what is it, 20 trips? No, 10 trips. 10 trips and $208. But I had to do some like heavy cherry picking. I was just like, no. No.
Yeah, it's getting harder.
No. Yes.
You're like,
you know,
doubt it.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Doubt it.
Well,
I know some drivers feel and complain that showing your earnings is a form of bragging. I think drivers who think we're bragging when we show our earnings are drivers that don't know the fuck they doing. Because when I see earnings, I see potential.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait. You freezing?
Yeah, I don't.
It sounds like the mic switch.
Yeah, I don't sit up there and tell.
No, his internet's just got to refocus. It's just got the internet's got to catch up. That's all for him. But no, he's right. I agree. Showing your earnings is not bragging. Showing your earnings is not bragging. We show our earnings to validate what the hell we're saying and trying to help other people do.
Yeah, and they ask for it too.
Yeah, no, I literally went to watch certain channels, specifically Eddie's too, because he would cover all of his earnings. That was like him. I never even heard about. I heard about Ronnie through your channel, and then there's a few new people that I've been following. What is it? I think there's one guy in Chicago, one guy in Texas, and a few other places that I just started recently following. But they're showing how they go through and cherry pick themselves. It's like it's in order to learn how to properly select rides and to determine whether, what is the ceiling of what I can make on rides when I'm cherry picking, and what's like the bottom and where can I find good ground for a basis of rides? What is my minimum? I have to see what kinds of rides are out there. And instead of doing weeks and weeks of research on my own and testing a bunch of different areas, when LA is huge, I can look at somebody, and I hope I provide that to people. I can show different areas and be like, this is what I made, or these are the types of rides that I've been seeing, and these are the types of rides that I'm willing to accept. And it's not just that I'm doing upper platform rides. I do a lot of Uber X rides, a lot, because I can find nice short rides that pay me at least in some cases $60 an hour rate. I'll find those rides that are paying me $4 or $5 to just do 3 or 4 minute rides. So that is what
I do those. I do those during like rush hour. Those are the short rides that I take. Sometimes during rush hour, I've been doing a lot of those X rides because they're usually short rides. If I do my upper tier classes rides, then they take me to the freaking middle of nowhere. All right, and it's a long ass ride. It's good money, but you sit in traffic.
I have to dead mile back.
Yeah. I don't sit in traffic. That's not
so.
What
Those are the things that some of the new drivers don't understand. Is like that's how we do it. So time is money, and you work the platform in that way. So let's say if it's surging, then you could do it regular X rides, because your regular X rides are gonna just the surge is just gonna make it more valuable. But your area, your state, how everything works, and you can maximize your profits doing things like that. And everything adds up at the end of the week.
I have to agree with Lamont. A lot in LA, you'd be surprised. I can drive an entire day and only get 1 or 2 hits on Lux, but there'll be other days where I'm getting consistent Lux. So I don't rely on that. I use Uber X consistently and try to find really good rides, like trying to get $40 an hour rate or higher, and especially those nice little shorties that'll give me that $60 an hour rate.
It's weird, like how all our markets are different. Some are much bigger than others. Our market's very unique down here between 3 counties. Really, almost, if you want to count Monroe County, that's 4. Yeah, really. And so for me down here, I like to do longer rides. I like to stay connected to the highway, the Turnpike and 95, the 2 main roads. It's so easy to do rides. Sometimes I can get 50, 60, 70-hour rides, and I did it in 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and I'm still in an area that'll keep me busy. The problem is that it's hard to find those rides because I feel like they're punishing us for more of the shorter rides. I don't see. Sometimes I turn Uber X on out of curiosity, and I don't see what you're talking about, Steven, but that's here in our market. Yeah. I'd like to see an X ride pay out decently, but I think that if, going back to Vinny's first question, what should Lyft do? Balance. We shouldn't get punished for longer rides. I mean, there should be some sort of balance.
Yeah, 100%.
Because people do need those long rides. Because we're starting to venture into an area where we're telling people don't take long rides. And I'm here to remind you, long rides can pay out.
Yep,
they can pay out.
They could, but not.
And you get tipped really good sometimes too. Sometimes you get tipped really good. Sometimes long rides. Vinny, you would know because you did a long one that I thought you were a little bit. I didn't know. I didn't.
Wait.
I'm not sure if you should have did that ride, but the one to Naples where it worked
I'll
out
argue against that though, just a little bit. I'll push back on that simply because in my market, a long ride's different than a long ride in your market. In your market, you have long distance rides that'll take you time. When I'm talking about a long ride, I could be do a 5 mile ride that could take me an hour. You know, so it's completely different. In Los Angeles, for those people that drive in Los Angeles, long rides. I mean, there are areas where we can head out into the desert, but like Eddie was saying, I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm not getting a ride back. So yeah, long rides for us. Most of our highways, 405, the 110. They get backed up like crazy. Like it's 6 right now. Traffic is terrible, you know? Right. And then there's a bunch of people that all of a sudden now I need to rush over to the airport. And unless they're paying enough, unless there's some kind of surge, which a lot of times there's not. And I was explaining, like when we first started talking, Vinny, I was explaining to you that Lyft always had the surge, but Uber didn't. And then I started sending screenshots and you're like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And it's like constantly, it was consistent. Uber had terrible surges all over the place while Lyft had great surges.
Well, wait a minute, hold on real quick. Moik, we don't have questions for the new CEO. We that ain't us. We're just talking about the new CEO. You know, we ain't questioning them.
Exactly.
We're little cockroaches in this field out here. Big Bank over there on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. They're going to get the CEO.
They're the ones who got it. That's right.
We're simply foreshadowing what's going to come down the pike for us as drivers and what the potentials are,
and what we do to get around the troubles that come with it.
So 2 points. So 2 points. I agree with you, Stephen, that about the long trip thing. We have that as well. We have that traffic issues down here, especially in Miami, where a 1 mile ride can take you freaking 10 minutes just because of a one-way street or something being closed, or like over the weekend in Ultra, I could not take the most direct route to South Beach. I had to do like this loop to the top bridge because South Beach, Miami, you know, the beaches down here in Florida, they call it a beach, but it's really an island. It's really an island that you go to. And there's only one way in, one way out, and you only have specific entry points. So I had to take the longer way to get there. And I'm looking at these prices going, are you freaking kidding me? And then people will come up to me and I'm like, I give them a cash price and they were like, okay, let's go. That cash price, let me tell you, was a lot more than Lyft and Uber was offering me because that is what my value was worth at the time, given that people needed to get from point A to point B and how long it was going to take me to get from point A to point B. But here's the thing. I think it's a good point what you made, though, about longer rides could take you somewhere and then you don't get a ride back. Me and Vinny have definitely done that down here, and thankfully we've gotten taken care of. We get taken care of that on the way back. You're not necessarily dead miling. I've had people pay for my gas, taking them 100 almost, well, taking them like 50, 60 miles away, like really far away.
Right.
Now, negotiate. Don't be afraid to negotiate. So again, if we're talking about what Lyft should do as far as balancing goes, right? Make it to where I was talking with somebody about this, a customer, and doing a long Lux ride. The guy said, hey, something, you know, he made a good point. He says, so it sounds like what's good for you may not necessarily be what's good for Lyft. And he had a good point there, right? Because you just said it, Stephen, and I feel the same way. During rush hour traffic, 5, 6, 7 o'clock and nighttime and here in South Florida, I am not leaving my house. The surge stopped being good enough a long time ago for me to even think about leaving my house at that time of day. Right. So they should incentivize us at different times of the day. There needs to be a balance because down here, I think our market is a little bit like yours, Stephen, in that it's 24 hours a day, right? 24 hours a day. People are going somewhere and using the app or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same down here. You have your airport, you have your school, you have people going to work overnight or at 9 to 5. You have people going to lunch. You have people going to the cruise port. I mean, it's 24 hours. People ask me, hey, can I get a lift at 3 o'clock in the morning? Here in Fort Lauderdale Beach? Of course you can. There'll be somebody parked in the friggin' thing. There'll be somebody parked down. There'll be a black SUV parked downstairs. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
So 24 hours a day. So if you have different times of the day where people need to use the app for different reasons, incentivize us as drivers. Again, I go back to that balance because people use the apps for different reasons, and you can already assume that that's a given. Them saying that we need to get more passengers or whatever the new CEO is saying is bullshit. People are using the app already. People are using it no matter what. And people that come down here to South Florida, all they use is Uber and Lyft. So incentivize.
Hold on, Omar. Let me just. He didn't say anything like that. What he said was they have to regain market share. So his focus is on the rider. I don't want us to give the guy a bad name yet. Let him earn that badge. You know what I mean? Let him earn that badge. Let's give him a break. If you ask me the quickest fix right now that Lyft could do to keep us happy, to give him that opportunity to earn our, I guess if he cares to earn our trust, keep the upfront pricing, right? Keep showing us the details, but base the upfront pricing on the rates before they went into this crap. Bring back our rate card so we know exactly what we're driving for per minute per mile.
Right.
Bring it. Don't worry about increasing it. Just bring it back. Show us the upfront price and the upfront details, and let's roll. Because if he did that, his drivers for the most part right now would actually see an increase back to where they were, and they would get the details whether to take a ride or not.
Okay, somebody just put in the chat, bring back prime time. Yes, but I'm going to disagree with you, Vinny, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I'm going to agree with you, right? And playing devil's advocate, I would add one thing to what you just said. I want to know what the passenger paid.
Why?
I want full transparency all the way around.
Why?
And I want Lyft to only collect. I want Lyft to only collect what it's supposed to collect. Because I can tell you right now, I did a ride where the passenger over the weekend, the passenger needed help, and so I helped him put the proper address in. I saw what he paid, and I saw what I paid. It was 50%.
Okay, two things. I would want that. I would want that added as well. And then two, I would also want, besides what you said, Vinny, I would also want the surge back to normal. Don't cap it at $25. Depending on whatever the event is, and the prime example was here with the when I went to Arizona. How are you only offering 25 with how many people are demanding rides? That's ridiculous. With how bad traffic was, that's absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, so I'm gonna reply to all of this because the big thing right now going around the country is everybody wants, well, not everybody, certain parts of the country want to unionize, right? Right? As far as I know, I'm the only 21-year union man in this chat right now. As far as I know,
I'm zero.
Negotiating.
I think I was in a union for like a year once.
Okay.
We just my union just did an agreement with the LAUSD, but
I was at the table for 3 CBA agreements. I helped negotiate with 26 different contractors for one local. I have some experience with unions. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. If I need to print out a resume for anybody watching, yo, bro, I can do that too. I can pop it like it's hot. Trust me. My point is this: around the country, everybody wants to either unionize or wants to demand better rates. What I'm suggesting right now is the new guy coming in, you're going to have to take baby steps because if you want Lyft to stay around, if you want them to stay around and you want to continue to have the opportunity for Lyft and Uber to be competitive to keep us driving from them instead of driving for the other platform, you got to give them a chance, right? So give me my rate card and give me my upfront details, and then we can move forward after they get themselves in somewhat of a better position. That would be my approach. It ain't like this guy's going to listen to us. Might listen to Jeff, but he ain't going to listen to us.
I ain't listening to me.
Might listen to Jeff, but he ain't going to listen to us.
Well, Vinny, do you have a time? Do you have a timeline, Vinny, of when all this can happen? You get what I'm saying?
I got to give this guy 6 months, bro. He's got a lot of shit.
6 months? We got a lot of bills to pay in 6 months, bro.
Bro, listen. You're paying them now, ain't you?
But I think in a month we should see a change, some kind of change.
You got to give him an opportunity to get in there to make the change.
I agree, but there should be some kind of decision made within the first month. I agree with you. He should have 6 months, but I think we should see something coming out within a month.
I would give it.
I want something in a month. I want to see give us something in a month. something. Yeah.
Okay, hold on a minute.
We got the angry mob here tonight, man.
Well, see, I think within the first
pitchforks out, everything.
I'm calling him right now.
You look at it.
I'm not saying
Hey, within the first
I mean,
month,
come
he's
on.
doing all kind of stuff,
We didn't make you the host for no reason, man. Come on. We know you got connections.
Hey,
look, go Jay. We're listening.
Let me call Elon right now. Hold on. Let me call Elon right now while we're at it.
$4 a mile.
Yo, Elon, I need you to buy Lyft, bro.
Even $4 a mile, $3 a minute, $100.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Jay. We want to hear what you were going to say.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was saying within this first month, all he's going to do is worry about the passengers. He's not worried about drivers in the first month. He's doing everything he can do with riders. That's it. He's coming in, going over all of the rider questions, all the rider issues, because he wants to attract more revenue. He doesn't want to keep expense. He's want to attract more revenue. So he's coming in, hitting all rider concerns and questions hard. He'll worry about the drivers later. That's what I think.
And I think that's the way he has to do it. If we want him around, that's what he's going to have to do. And you know what? Unfortunately,
we got to wait it out.
We're going to have to suck it up. We're going to have to suck it up at least.
Yep, wait it out. You're doing what you've been doing. Cherry pick Lux rides.
Shit out of him and let's go.
But it doesn't matter. If you don't fix it, if it doesn't get fixed, we're still going to cherry pick.
We've got a few people that are saying that so when I'm talking about suppressing surge, I'm talking about Lyft. I haven't experienced this with Uber, but I want to acknowledge these comments for people that are talking about Uber and experiencing their surge being reduced. And reduced in their market. So Buddha in the chat, which I talk to pretty regularly, we both drive in Los Angeles. He was showing screenshots, at least from San Bernardino, with surges $30 and $40, which I haven't seen in a long time. I don't even think I saw it on New Year's. At least not in the main areas, just in airports. So just from my experience. So for those of you who are talking about Uber, I haven't noticed it, but then again, I haven't seen anything above maybe $25 in Los Angeles area, and I don't know how long. And I remember going to the airport and getting like $23. So there is definitely some reduction there, but not as high as it seems like what Lyft's been doing.
Now, I want to show you guys this. This is a buddy of mine that actually got this. It was a $328 ride. All right. You see this? It was a $328 ride. All right. He should have cashed out, but he didn't cash out. And what happened was that they put a 48 to 72 hour hold so they can readjust it to $193.
No.
They adjusted it $135. I don't even know why it's an hourly.
I show everybody when I'm doing my weekly payouts. I cash out about 4 times a week.
This goes back to what Jeff was saying.
My queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't leave nothing in there because I learned that from Uber Lyft Phoenix. Don't leave nothing on your account. When I got $300-$400 sitting in there, I'll cash out and then I'll finish my night out and leave about $80-$90 on there till the next day.
But Jeff, in this guy's case, they put it on hold. It was never in his account.
Yeah.
So
I think he had a chance to cash out, but he didn't. But
he left it to the next day.
So, and then this is the adjustment. The thing is, the package fare was $158, but additional charge, whatever. This is the one that's got me. Other earnings, $131. Was that tip that they kept?
I don't know what that other earnings.
Well, wait a minute.
That's right. That's a good question.
But here's no. Let me ask you this, Eddie. Did it come to? It was a premier 3-hour reservation, right?
It was correct. So the original package was 100. Package fare was 158 with 40 cents.
So he was shown an upfront price of 158. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. He wound up. When the ride was done, they went at 3.
That's what came out 328.14.
Right, and so technically. You know what? It's a screw job. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
And
I would cash out immediately.
And
pay that 85 cents and get your money.
And then they adjusted it. It says other earnings. I'm wondering why it doesn't say tips here.
Oh,
but it says other.
Not for nothing. Hey, Omar, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to show you. Omar.
Yeah, they got it. They got it.
Hey, I want to show everybody the runway right now at Fort Lauderdale International Airport. This is the runway waiting to take off.
Them all planes. Where the hell they going?
Oh, because it's raining right now. It's raining. It's raining really hard right now.
Wait, is that actual planes?
Yeah, those are actual.
I'm doing airport tonight, baby. I'm doing airport in Arizona tonight. They all coming here.
Oh my God, my boy Mike just sent me that. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I'm about to go rent. I'm finna go rent me a Prius. I'll be right back. Hold up.
Well, they're leaving, bro. They're not coming in. They're taking off. But they're not.
They're coming to Arizona. That's what I'm saying. Hey, if I had a Prius, I could take everybody. I'm like, throw them 4 or 5 suitcases back there. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right. All right. So I want to move on to our next topic tonight. Listen, we'll have to see what happens with the new guy. The new guy is the new guy. I'm going to give him 60 days. Y'all going to give him 30 days. So in 31 days, when we come back on the live stream, y'all can let him have it. By then, I'll have his phone number. I'll have him in the Discord group so everybody can go into the Discord group.
I'll just say that I like a lot of the comments. So I feel like a lot of the comments are kind of backing me and Steven and how we feel. But to Vinny's point, we are kind of looking at it from one prism. They're looking at it from another prism. It's that struggle. So
it is.
That's the unfortunate part. But it seems like I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it seems like it always has to be driver versus the company that's the developing the app or controlling the rates and everything like that. Like anything that's beneficial for the company is now not beneficial for the driver. And it's really sad that it keeps seeming like it's that way.
And I don't see it that way because I feel like if there was a time when it was beneficial for all of us. Seriously.
Right. I agree.
But I don't know what. This is why I want transparency because I want to know what the hell Lyft's costs are because how are you not profitable? It's such crap. But
they've never been profitable ever.
Since we're still talking about this, and I really do. We do need to move on to the next topic. But let me get the final word on that. Omar, Jeff, Eddie, you guys, Steve, everybody here on the panel knows. Maybe everybody out there don't know. Lyft's only missed twice on their earnings. Their very first time after they went public. And this last time that they had their earnings. It's the only 2 times they've been negative on their quarterly reports, on their quarterly earnings. With that being said, they have been in a hard downtrend ever since they went public. So earnings mean nothing if investors don't have faith in what you're doing. So they got more faith in Uber right now because Uber's got a bigger piece of the pie in multiple areas where Lyft has one. Now, I could get into a whole thing of what I think, and maybe that'll be tomorrow's video. I don't know yet, but we can get into that. Anyway, moving on to the next subject. Thank you, everybody, for that. Jeff, this is your baby. This is something you talked about yesterday, the day before yesterday. I thought it was a really good thing. We all know what it is to be a small channel. We all know what it is to try to give people insights to what we do and how we do it. We all know that not everybody's for everybody, but we know we all come together here on the Rideshare Garage, right? So, Jeff, I dialed this guy up. We are going to start a segment called The New Channel Alert. And every week, somebody in this group is going to bring a rideshare channel, whether it's food delivery, whether it's driving, whatever it is. And we want to bring that channel to the attention of everybody that's joining us on our live streams. So without further ado, Jeff, here's your guy. This is your guy. Hold on. This is your guy. And there he is. Bam! He doesn't know we're promoting him.
There he is.
But we're going to promote him anyway.
Not yet. North Florida Dasher.
Go for it, Jeff.
Now, this guy, like I said, this is what we do. Like, I like to go out and just see the temperature of the community. So I'm looking at, ride share, delivery, everything. And this guy, looking at his videos, I can see he's a true driver. He's in his car. He's doing delivery. He's talking to people as he's delivering. And I'm like, we don't have enough small channels like that are showing the real meat and potatoes of what we do. We're seeing a lot of channels gain traction of people that ain't even drivers no more. They're not even drivers. They just go look at the headlines in the news. They go look at other people's channels.
Not the grifter.
And they just start grifting. Yeah, and we're done with the grifting. We're looking for real channels.
Stop talking about the grifters.
And like I said, exactly. Hey, North Florida Dasher, he ain't a grifter. He's a real guy out there really making his money. And I love to see small channels start, because I was even kind of helping him with his video production, just telling him what different apps he could look at, you know, how he can get the video quality better. Because people did me like that. When I came along, people was like, Jeff, you need better lighting. Jeff, you need better sound. Jeff, you need. And so we're all helping people out. So when we see a small channel trying, truly delivering, truly out there trying to make this money and feed their family, of course we're going to put it out there. We're going to put him out there. And he's a veteran. So he's a U.S. vet. This guy, you know, he's out of the military. Now he's doing rideshare with us. He's out there trying to do his thing. So I'm like, dude, let's hook him up. Let's help him out a little bit, man. Bring him along.
You know what? I think that's awesome. Steven and I both posted his link up here. His link is in the chat. Hey, y'all go get his dude a subscribe and a like. He's got one video on there that I listened to today. And you know what? It's a solid story, bro, because his story is all of us one step away.
Yep.
That could be all of us. You know, there was another guy.
It's real.
I'm not going to mention his name, but that one guy, the one tall, skinny guy that simped after the chick in L.A. out there by Steven. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the simp. You know what I'm talking about? You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay.
My man.
Yeah, your man. And you know, we were behind him and supporting him, but then he just started, you know, showing and talking a lot of nonsense, a lot of garbage.
Yeah, attacking us, man.
Yeah,
attacking
and
us.
then, you know, so to hell with that some bumpkin. Anyway, this guy here is legit. I don't know him. Jeff's the only one that's spoken to him. Y'all hit him up. And then that brings us into the grifter of the week. Jeff, you sure you want to go here?
I kind of talked about it a little bit just now, just talking about how his channel is about driving for real and doing something for real. You know, there's another channel out there, you know, because I look at the temperature of the community. I'm out there checking everything and stuff like that. So I'm seeing this other guy, and he's got a decent channel, but it's a bullshit channel, and I call it like it is. Shit channel it is. Never done delivery. He has nothing to talk about other than what's negative with rideshare, and so I'm sitting there like, you know, what is this dude's point? What's the purpose of his channel? What's the point? Exactly. So I'm like, what's the point of this channel? Because I'm trying to find the vibe. Like, what is this dude trying? Is he trying to help drivers, dissuade drivers? Because he claimed he has a traditional job and he drives part-time. I don't think he drives at all. I think he makes YouTube videos to try to get, you know, income and revenue off of YouTube. I don't think the dude even drives. So hopefully, you know, people out there who are watching YouTube videos on how to do this shit better aren't watching channels like his, because this dude, like I said, he's never posted an earning. I ain't never seen him post a trip.
One dime. Not one time is he shown, but he's going to sit there and try to tell you how to do it.
Exactly.
Again, showing earnings.
Actually, Ronnie got into it with them too, and he said the same thing.
Yeah,
bro.
See, look at him, Moik. I didn't say a fucking word. Everybody already knows who we talking about. I didn't say a word. All I did was just describe what I was talking about. Y'all know.
I don't know who y'all talking about. Who y'all talking about today?
Man. But see, that's the thing. There you go. I just want to know, like I said, if
I'm just saying it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
That's the thing, man. At least show earnings. If you want to have credibility in rideshare, show earnings. Show a trip. One trip. Show how you took it. Why you took it. That's it. But we got people. These motherfuckers, they're doing 5-6 videos a day about rideshare so they can get YouTube revenue. They don't give a fuck about rideshare drivers. They really don't. They want YouTube revenue. They want people to look at their channel so they can get that money off of that.
That's it.
So they're not part-time drivers. They're part-time rideshare content creators is what they are. They ain't got nothing to do with driving. And they'll grab headlines out of the news or grab somebody else's video and make content out of somebody else's content because they ain't doing nothing. It's like, just get out there and drive one day. Make content about you driving one day. That's it.
That's why.
Give people something that gives them hope.
See, that's why when I looked at this guy's, when you mentioned this guy and I went and I started watching some of his videos, like I'm cool with this dude, man. He's got 109 subs right now, right? I'd like to see him get up there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get up there because I think he's putting it out there. He's filming it. He's doing it like the Trading Dasher, right? Same thing, Dasher Trader, which I God damn it, I love the guy. I get the name mixed up sometimes.
But Dash and Trader, yeah.
Dash and Trader. But he's got his GoPro on his chest. He's walking you through the orders. He's doing he's doing it. It's real life. Doing it. And as far as I'm concerned,
and that's the thing.
That's positive. That's positive.
You gotta watch him. He's using a GoPro.
Yeah, he puts a GoPro on his hat and on his chest.
Yeah.
But see, and I like videos like that because a lot of people don't realize that they could do this if they just put their mind to it. So they watch their videos and they go, oh, that's all it is just going up, getting the food, going to the car, driving, dropping it off, taking a picture. That's all it is. And these people are really showing how it is, like in real time.
And that's
no
bullshit,
no sitting around reading headlines off somebody else's channel, stealing other people's content to make content. These people are really out there doing it. So when somebody says, man, I'm behind on child support, go look at Dash and Trader. Go look at North Florida Dasher. When you go look at these channels, you behind on child support. These guys are showing you how to make enough money to get these courts off your back. All you need is $200. Go look at Dash and Trader. Courts off your back. That's it. We're here to take care of people. We ain't here to bullshit people.
I still remember a guy that was asking for advice, and he's like, hey, I need to make 30 grand in 4 months, man. Is that possible with ride sharing? And I was like, everybody's no. And then I said my income for 4 months, and I said yes. And he's like,
depends on who you talk to. That's right.
Spoke to him directly, and he's like, this is what you gotta do. You gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And here came the excuses.
That's it.
All right. He's like, oh, that's too much work. I got a kid and all that stuff. Well, then you don't need the money then.
You don't need it. Yeah. It's not that important. Yeah.
You don't need it.
It's a discipline. And when you discipline like Eddie and you got that regiment going, that you can't break that discipline. Eddie's going to make that money because you can't break Eddie. These people are breaking themselves with the excuses.
I sent him a picture of my damn income. Be like, dude, yes, you can. I was the only positive. Dude, when I'm telling you, I was the only positive one in this damn group. I was like this, and I went out of my way to reach out to him because I'm assuming he's about to lose it all. I was like, yeah, dude,
3 to 300.
The moment he gave me a butt, I was like, well, bro, it's like this ain't for you. Good luck.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's Sparta.
Yeah, man.
We ain't here to play games. We're here to play games, bro.
Hey,
I'm here to play.
And that's what it is, man. Like you said, Mork said it. Rideshare is not for lazy people. You mentally got to be on your game because it takes discipline to do this. You have no boss. You have no supervisor. It's you. It's all you. And you got a group of channels that'll help you. That's it.
It's actually funny.
Go ahead, Steven. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, as far as so for the people that I talk to my dad a lot about, different things that I'm working on. Him retiring from the school district, he did his full 30 years, 30 years, and was able to retire out of the school district. And we talked about, and where people get into positions, and they do this all the time. They'll get into a position, even if it's a dead end position, and they'll life the position. They'll sit there and complain in the position that it's not paying enough money and everything like that. But they won't do anything to improve their situation. People literally I don't want to make it too long, but my dad had to work very hard to get to the position he was in.
Speak on.
Yeah. So my dad had to work very hard to get to the position that he was in. He eventually became a project manager for the maintenance side of the school district. At the time, there in the district, there tends to be a lot of nepotism, relationship-based blocking, and all that stuff. This man, so he wasn't he came in, but he knew how to do all the jobs. He read all the books to learn how to do flooring, roofing, electrical stuff, whatever he had to know just enough from things that he can say, okay, why are you wasting time doing it this way? Why are you wasting material? Where is this going? So he got to the point where he was trying to get to this management position. He got number 2 on the position after taking the test. they wouldn't hire him. Got number 1 on the test the next time around, they wouldn't hire him. It was a completely different position. He told me he went to my grandmother and said, okay, it looks like we're going to have to hire that lawyer. And fortunately, like a few days later, whatever, they finally opened an entirely new position where he was able to get into. But he, in that position now, and years back, was trying to tell people, okay, take this test, go take this course, go do this, go do that, giving people all the opportunity in the world to get to a position that they never even thought they possibly could get to, just because he was willing to pull up himself by his own bootstraps and get to where he ended up getting. And he's explaining to them, you don't need to have all the information in the world. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to have this. Just follow some simple instructions and we can get you past whatever hump that you have in front of you to make more money, to take care of your family, to do better with finances, all this kind of stuff. And he went through years of dealing with people that they say they want something, like Eddie said, they say they want something, but then all the excuses come in.
Yeah.
And they'll sit in those positions until they retire.
Exactly. Well, it's like Thomas just said up here. I'm going to read his comment real quick. He said, to be honest, it's like getting on a lifeboat off the Titanic. Can anyone do it? Yes. Will everyone do it? No. So here's the question. Here's my question for the group. How many entry level jobs anywhere in the country can you walk into and make $1,000 in gross $1,000 in 25 hours? Entry level job, because driving is entry level. Make no mistake about it. Everybody drives.
Heroin dealer. Is this a trick question? Heroin dealer. What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like there is no other job like that.
On the upper platforms, working the correct 25 hours. I'm putting stipulations on this because there's a reason, right? Working the correct 25 hours, you can make $1,000 rideshare. If you're working the correct 25 hours. Now, you might not like those hours. You might not want to get on that lifeboat, right? Yeah. But those that jump ship into the lifeboat, they can go get $1,000 in 25 hours. If you're on X platforms, if you work the correct 25 hours on the X and regular Lyft platforms,
King James, prime example.
$700.
Yep. King James, this dude be cranking out 500 a day on Uber X, not even working full-time hours, man. He just sits there and cherry picks. He'll sit online and just cherry pick all day.
But markets are different, and I get that. I get markets are different. I understand that. But if you're in a major market, if you're telling me you can't make $500 to $700 on regular X and regular Lyft in 25 to 30 hours,
you're not thinking it through.
You're not doing it. Something you're not doing right.
You remember back in the day when $1,000 a week was a big deal? Now we do that like in 2 or 3 days.
$1,000. Listen, I did my $1,000 in 3 days for I don't know how many.
On X.
For a while.
On X.
On X. Yes. $1,000 in 3 days. It was some of my beginner videos. Actually, and I think some of my thumbnail sells $1,000 in 3 days.
Dang, dude, $1,000.
Yeah.
Now $1,000 is like the standard.
Yeah.
But people say there's no money in rideshare. But I'm like, people are making 2 G's, 2,500, 2,700.
Ronnie Speed.
Working.
Ronnie Speed. Like, holy shit, right? He's been a guest on the show. He's been a guest on our show.
Like Ronnie Speed, he's already proven that if you want to make $100,000 a year, it's possible. He's proven that time and time again. Ronnie
Speed's not making no $2,000 a week. He's making like $3,000 a week. He was doing that crap when he was in a freaking Prius.
Prius is airport, man. Prius is airport.
Prius. He was making $3,000, and I was like, dude, it's like, what the hell's going on? So this is when I spoke to Ronnie and I was in his channel. I was like, guys, because my market is different, and I was like, oh, okay, the Bay Area, and everything's expensive over there. Everything. Yeah. So so people got to pay more. So
my brother lives over there.
Him making $3,000 a week is like me making my $2,000.
Yep. Yep. And like I said, and now it's like we know the money's there if we just strategize. So I don't really feel stressed like a lot of drivers feel stressed about making the money. I'm like, dude, it's easy. You set your app, you scout rides, you cherry pick, you head to airports, you look for events. The money is out there. If you just keep taking all these bus fare rides, you ain't making it. You're not going to make it taking bus fare rides. You've got to learn to cherry pick. Bus fare rides are for people that's finishing a quest, or if they got like a bonus, like, okay, 5 rides for $100, like Pedro just did. 5 rides for $100. He did 5 real quick rides and made like $130, $40 or something like that. Because all his rides are like $4 or $5 a piece.
Yeah,
right, so
and by the way, go on Watts. Okay, if you have $100 quest, all right, and all you need is 5 rides, and you can do 5 deliveries at $2 a delivery, who cares? You gotta make those 5 rides in like 30 minutes. All right, and then you paid $100,
and you're done. Yep.
Yeah, and then you're done.
And you drove like what, 11 miles maybe? You drove like 11 miles and you got like $1,300. I mean, $130.
Right. I want to speak to something here real quick. BT says, after all, and I mean all expenses. Well, let's talk about that for a second, because I think we've all addressed this on this channel. We said gross, but if it's costing you 50%, then you're doing something wrong.
Wrong.
Jeff talks about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. Eddie's mentioned it. Steven's mentioned it. Hell, even Omar. Omar is the king, and I mean the king, of getting a ride in one location, dropping that ride off, and then parking his ass there until he gets the ride he's looking for.
Yep.
Back the other
Pick
direction.
up, drop off, Omar, and stay put.
But Omar is the king of this. Let me tell you.
Don't drive unless you got a ride. Don't let that part move.
Omar is the king of that. Him and his little twin buddy Asher over there, they will absolutely. They'll pick up in Hollywood or Fort Lauderdale or Palm Beach, drive their asses down to Miami, illegally park behind 2 prostitutes and a crackhead dealer, right? And wait for that next ride to take them up out of the hood. I give them credit. That's what they do.
Yeah. By the way, it's the most stupidest strategy. Okay, but it works. Like it works really good because you're not wasting money on gas. You know, I made $238 in 8 hours today. Okay, and it only cost me $20 of gas. Why? Because I stayed put.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, and one last point on that, BT, and that's not calling you out, bro, because a lot of people, you know, you hear a lot of channels, and you know what? I'm going to steal this from Ronnie. They get out their calculators. If you know what your costs are, I did a video on this months ago. Maybe it's time to do a new one. I don't know. But I did a video on this months ago. You got to know what your number is, bro. Or young lady. I don't know. BT could be a guy or a girl. So don't, hey, don't call the fucking woke police on me. I ain't going for it. I'm just telling you now. I shoot first, ask questions later. No, anyway, my point, hell, it wouldn't be the first time, Jeff. You know that. Anyway, the point is that you got to know what your expenses are. The only variable cost you got in rideshare is your fuel. Because your insurance is a fixed cost, your car payments is a fixed cost, your maintenance is a fixed cost. These are all fixed costs, though, Eddie. The only thing that's variable is your fuel. So know your area, and then we can work it out from there.
Oh, right. BT. Okay, BT's in the Bay Area. Okay. Damn, yeah, 475. Dude.
That's kind of like what we are in Phoenix.
That's what mine is.
Jeff,
278.
Jeff.
Not that I've been to a gas station in a while.
What you got, Fanny?
Mine's 278.
Even ain't nobody talking to you, Steven. Ain't nobody talking to you, Steven. Right? Ain't nobody talking to you, Mr. Tesla. We ain't trying to hear all that. Tesla. Just remember.
Hey, Steven, if your car ain't charging, just lick 2 fingers and just put it in there.
I'll do it.
Okay. This way, trust me, you'll fix it real fast.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, Eddie will send you his blow up doll, and you can work on that. All right.
Yeah.
So my question to Jeff is, because this is, it's a real thing. People got expenses, and I get that. It's a real thing. Jeff, what is your rule for a tank of gas?
For a tank of gas, when I fill up, I look at how many miles I got till empty. Sometimes it'll say 400, it'll say 451. So I want at least $2 a mile for that 451. So I need to make $900 off that tank of gas. Now it cost me $50 to put it in. So I need to make $900 off that $50. So I won't take any ride less than $2. Sometimes I'll get a $10 ride for a mile. like something real quick. I get a $24 ride for like 3 miles. So it's always above my $2 a mile ride. So by the time I get to empty, I can go back to my paid, like days of pay, and add my shit up. Clearly, I've made $900 on one tank of gas because I only take $2 and up. And a lot of my rides are way more than that. So it dilutes the rides that, like one ride I got from Uber was like $28 for a 24-mile ride back to the airport. That wasn't $2 ride. But I had enough $10 for 1 mile and 24 for like 2 and 3 miles to dilute that ride. So for each tank of gas I put in, I need $800 to $900. And I'm only putting $50 in at a time. That's it.
And that's using Eddie's strategy, Omar's strategy, right? Steven don't count because he does the and he's good to go. All right.
But I've been using his strategy, so I make even more off of it.
You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
See what I'm saying? So anyway,
he uses my 20-30 strategy.
See, now I see why Steven likes to drive during the rain. He's hoping his car get electrocuted by lightning and charge that shit for the rest of the year. If your Tesla get hit by lightning, you charged up till 2024.
88 miles per hour.
You keep driving the rain like, please hit my car, please.
I need my flux capacitor. I need my flux capacitor.
Exactly.
All right. So,
by the way, Steven, you can literally buy a flux capacitor and it fits right in between the back seat. They're selling for the Teslas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Steven, I will fly out there personally, bro. And
man,
we'll have
that's funny. That's funny.
It looks pretty cool.
Let's see, flux capacitor.
If I see the professor hanging around your Tesla, we gonna have problems, homie.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, I want to get into this next topic real quick. Jay's in the house. What's going on, y'all?
Jay's up.
Steven is on the comments, so he's working the comments tonight. And we're just
tell him to hit the like button. Tell him to hit the like button.
Steven.
I'll tell him.
Well, tell him, damn it.
We need you to hit that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button.
Hey, Mr. Gambit won a shirt. Hey, Mr. Gambit won a shirt off my channel last week, so he's finally got the shirt. He's supposed to wear it kayaking.
Oh.
He's gonna wear it out kayaking. That's
now this is a video that Jeff put out today. Is Jeff trying to talk? He's freezing up on me. Okay, there he is. So this is a video Jeff put out today, and if you guys didn't see it,
there you go.
And the reason why I want to bring this video up is because I think there's some tricks in here that I know Eddie knows about, I know about, but not enough people know about. So I don't know if you guys have seen his video today or not. Jeff, you want to talk about this a little bit, and then I know Eddie can chase this conversation pretty good.
Yeah, in that video, I was trying to tell, because a lot of people get stuck in their credit. They get stuck in their credit position, and they don't know how to get their credit score to go up. Because they keep going around saying, man, I'm trying to get my credit score up because I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to buy a condo. I'm trying to buy a car. What can I do? A lot of people are giving away cash to places that are building their business credit, but you're not worried about your personal credit. So one of my hacks a long time ago was to put some of my rent on a credit card. Like if my rent was $800, I would put $100 worth of my rent on my credit card, let it process for 2 weeks, and then pay that $100 off. So it built my credit up. So when I got ready to buy a house, my credit was already good. Yeah. Because rent doesn't go on your credit report. People giving away $2,000 a month in cash that never gets applied to anything. It's just money out the door. Use that for building credit. Like, why are you giving that to the landlord? Just go to the landlord, swipe the credit card, $2,000, let it process, send $2,000 to the credit card place. So now you have zero interest, everything's paid for, and your credit score is going to get bumped up because every month you get a big check for paying off that credit card in full, instead of just giving your money to a landlord for no reason.
And now this one, I got this one from Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know if you guys ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. I read one of his books and I got this one from him. Bank won't give you a credit card because your credit is not good or you have no credit and all that stuff. Take $1,000 or $500. Yep. Buy yourself a CD. Okay, you get whatever percentage for the year, or just a year CD or 6 months, whatever like that. Then go to the bank and apply for a credit card. You can be like, oh, your credit's not good enough. You can be like, I got collateral, the CD. All right. they use the CD as collateral, and they give you the credit for the 500. Because if you don't pay the 500, they keep the CD. All right, that's how I got my credit card. That's how I started building my credit up in Puerto Rico, in a bank in Puerto Rico. And they gave me the credit card, and they used my CD as collateral. So they froze my CD. I couldn't do anything with it. All right, until I paid off for the card, and that's how my credit started.
That's smart.
You can do that. You can do that. Now you can short step that a little bit too. And here's the link to the video in the comments. You can sidestep that too, bro. You can just go get a secured card. You can go get a secured credit card with your bank.
Yeah.
Put 300. Listen, if you're driving a gasoline or electric vehicle, it doesn't matter. Go take $300. If your credit is hurting, it ain't nobody's business but your own. But you got to be responsible for it, right? Go take $300. Go take $300. Go get a secured credit card through your bank. They ain't even going to look. There's no credit check on that. You want a secure credit card. And pay for your gas, for all your Uber expenses, pay for your gas with that card. And once that card right. And once you get that card going, that's going to report to the credit bureau. It's going to report as positive. You don't have to go through any. Listen, you don't need. There's no credit pull. You just go and get a secured card. That's it. Every bank has them. There ain't a bank on it. Well, except for SVB. I wouldn't go get a secured card with SVB. Right now. I wouldn't do that shit.
You're saying Guido happy with that.
That's just me. I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't.
No, but even for people that, even for people out there that got, let's say you have daycare bill every week, a recurring daycare bill. Put that recurring daycare bill on credit instead of paying cash for daycare, because that recurring bill you're paying, you're giving cash, you're getting nothing in return for it. At least put that, $125 on a credit card. That way, when you give the $125 to the credit card company, it's a check mark on your credit. Because just giving it to the daycare place, it's not doing anything for you. You're just giving them cash, and they're building their business credit. So you got to look at ways you can build your credit off of recurring expenses and stuff like that. So I've been doing that for a long time. And don't use
no more than 30%.
Exactly.
Well, hold on. You can use more than 30% as long as you're paying that card off within the 30 days.
Exactly.
If you pay that card off in full, yeah, I do. Trust me, I do. As long as you
let it cycle through
and pay that card off before it reports to the credit aid. Now, your due date on your credit card versus the reporting date on your credit card are two different dates.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as long as you pay that card in full, and I'm telling you, so if you put $300 out in advance to go get the secured card, you pay for your gas that way, right? Yeah. Then that same money you would be paying cash for gas or taking out of your bank account on a debit card. Don't use your debit card. Use your credit card. Now, and that brings up another thing. Eddie don't know this was coming tonight. I'm about to surprise him. Yeah, I'm going to do it to you, Eddie.
What happened?
Because it's time. It's time, Eddie.
It's time.
Eddie, and I guess anybody else on the panel that wants to join, we're going to set up a live stream for anybody who wants to understand how Eddie set up his rideshare as a business.
Oh.
Ooh.
We're going to do a live stream.
Yeah.
We're going to do it within the next 7 days. I will get the date out, right? Maybe we can do it Sunday night if Eddie is available. I don't know. He might be with his daughter, but if he's not with his daughter and he's available, you see how I'm doing him, right, fellas? I'm putting him on the spot.
Exactly.
I'm locking
so
him up.
Easy.
Well, you know why? You know why I'm doing that, right? Because he blames me for everything. Every freaking morning, it's my fault. Every morning when we do our trading, it's my fault. So I'm putting Eddie on the spot. And then your secured card can be a business card. You establish your LLC. Treat your driving as a business and stop thinking like a goddamn employee. Quit treating yourself like a goddamn employee. Get yourself together. Treat it like a goddamn business. Learn something in the process while you're doing this. I know.
Yep. And when it comes to business, it's not a job. It's business.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, grab Dave's comment. Dave just put up a really good comment about paying rent-a-bill credit and talking about landlords and stuff like that. I like that. I didn't know that right there.
I don't know what company it was. Damn, there was a company out there.
Let me read the question. Can I read the statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
Some bumpkin you. To those who want to pay rent and build credit and get points for vacation as Amazon and get 3% fee waived, they can also generate a check if your landlord don't take credit card.
There you go. There you go.
See, that's what I love about the community, bro. The
There's
community
another hack.
We all come in this together, bro. You don't get this nowhere else, man. You don't get this nowhere else.
That's a life hack. That will help you right there. What he just put is a life hack that I didn't even know that. That right there can help people build credit. I mean, there's people with under 500 credit scores, under 600 scores, trying to get it up so they can get a lower interest rate on a better car. That right, giving money to landlords every month is just going to nowhere. You're giving it to a landlord, it's never getting reported. The only thing that gets reported is if you don't pay rent. That's it. But when you're paying rent on time and you're doing things on time, that should be taken care of. You've got to have that good credit. So put that on credit and then pay it off immediately. That way, you're building your credit while you're paying rent. You don't have to buy a house just to build your credit. You're building it while you're renting.
That's it.
Yep. And by the way, if you open an LLC and you start applying for credit cards, majority of the time, your personal credit don't matter. They give you credit cards like that.
See, there you go. There you go.
That's how I got my. That's how I got my.
People gotta look into that because.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know you can get a check cut and you get a 3% fee waived. I like that because I used to pay a little fee on mine, but I was like, it's 3%. So what? I pay like $30, whatever.
Hey dog, 3% on $2,000 is
it was free.
Oh yeah, that's why I got to do a little bit at a time. Do like $100. That's it. So I'm gonna do $100. That's it. 3% is nothing on $100, but over a year it'll add up. But it's only 3%.
Right. Well, like you said in your video, bro. Your percentage, $7 a day. You make more than $7 a day on the percentage, on the interest. Which, that was interesting because I never thought about it in that respects, but that was really interesting the way you put it. So I would encourage everybody to go check out that video. All right. It is 10:22. So for the next 40 minutes, it's wide open, y'all. Wide open. Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna stick to the credit cards a little bit. Okay. All right.
Let's hear it.
Let's say new guys out there starting an LLC, whatever, and you have your credit cards and all that stuff. Okay, but don't go over it. When you use your credit cards, you have to pay them off in 30 days. No, not even 25 days or less. So it looks positive on your account. But you want to go out and you still want to do things. You want to enjoy yourself when you want to clear your head or you want to, whatever. Get credit cards that give you points. I got one for Amazon. I got two for Amazon. I got the DB credit card that gives me points and I can use them on restaurants. All right. And all those points is how I'm able to buy all my free stuff. Not 1 cent except for ice cream. I can't,
How'd that debit credit card thing just pop up on the screen?
Because I popped it up.
This DB credit card, this is a secured credit card. All right. It's freaking, it's awesome because the credit card, you put like $1,000 in there, and then inside the credit card, you divide it into as many credit cards as you want, and you can pay your bills individually, and you can put a certain amount of money on that credit card. So if it goes over, okay, or the company tries to charge you more money than they're supposed to, it automatically declines. All right, so it's really good. And then they give you points too. I accumulated my points with this credit card. That's how I was able to buy my.
The one he just muted. The one you just muted.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Fancy pants.
So that's how I was able to buy all this stuff, But again, I used my card to pay my bills, just my regular bills that I pay every month. And then once I accumulated enough points, I was like free. I should start giving stuff away. Should I start giving stuff away? No, I can't give that away.
So anyway, hey, if y'all go ahead, I'm gonna do a little housekeeping here. The debit credit card, upper left-hand corner, scan that QR code, and it'll send you right to the website. That is number 154. We'll cycle them through. If you need Eddie's $100,000 a year ebook, scan that code up there too. Listen, everybody puts their time into this stuff. So, do us a favor if you haven't already. Go ahead, scan that code. So it's a $5 ebook, and you will get all of Eddie's strategies, including, but not limited to, how to get a free blow-up doll. Anyway, so that's that one.
That's funny shit.
If you're interested in a Tesla rental, these guys still don't know that we're advertising for them, but I like their concept, so we're going to do it anyway. You can scan that QR code, that Tesla rental program. It's in very limited markets right now, but you can sign up. They'll do the background check on you. If you're in their market, bro, you can drive all the platforms with their Tesla. You won't be limited to just Uber like you do through Hertz, and it's about the same price. All right, but you'll have more opportunities. So that's the Tesla rental. And then, of course, I got a shout out to the queen, Kiara. Her Uber Eats ebook. Uber Eats ebook has been awesome. It's been on fire. Dude, the stuff, if you're doing food delivery, scan that book. Don't waste. Listen, it's the best $20 you're gonna spend. All right. Let's get on back. Let's get on back to what we got. All right. All right. I'm gonna put up the Divi.
And with the credit, and I tell everybody, it's you got to be careful. If you have an instant gratification personality, or if you have like that impulse shopper personality, don't get a high limit credit card. Keep it around $100-$200, because if you know yourself, and you are quick to buy some other shit when you got money in your pocket when you should be paying something. You don't think you different. You don't go out and get $1,000 credit card, $2,000 credit card, because you're gonna be the person saying, "I'm tired of these people calling me about this damn money. I'll pay them when I have it." You spent that money. You spent it. So don't go and get something like me. I wouldn't go out and drive somebody's Lamborghini because I don't want that much liability on my plate. But I'll drive your Nissan Versa all fucking day because I can fix that. But it's like,
I can fix that.
Yeah, I can pay for that.
You don't overstep the liability you want to deal with by going and getting a $5,000 credit card when all you need is $100-$200. You just building credit. You ain't screwing around.
That's it.
You go out there and you get yourself deep in a hole and you're like, man, these fools told me to go get a credit card. You know what? Stay within the bounds of yourself. You know who you are. Don't go outside of the limits. Because you'd be like, man, I done charged up $5,000 worth of custom wheels and now I can't pay the shit back.
You ain't go with money, you don't need credit cards.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right,
so here's something else. If you watched my video before with hey, did y'all like that video with all the red flags I got? Did y'all see that video with all the red flags that happened to me? Bro,
yeah.
I got to tell you. Oh, with all the red flags, Jeff?
I felt like it was cut short. I felt like you could have explained more at the end of the video.
Yeah, well, I cut it short on purpose because, if I'd have got a fifth red flag, I'd have just went to Hollywood and jumped off the bridge over off 95. And I didn't want to take Omar's spot on that bridge. Anyway, in that video.
What was the red flag video about, though?
That was me prepping for a night of luxury driving. Uber Lux, Uber Premier, Lyft Lux.
I did that one. Yeah, I saw you wiping the car down inside and outside.
Yeah,
and all that.
Well, let's see. Yeah. So I started first with, what was the first red flag?
And the car wash was closed.
Yeah, that was the first part. The car wash was broken, right? And then I ran out of towels. I forgot to order my towels, right? So I went and bought my towels, where I paid $18 for 12 towels, which brings me to my point right here. I told y'all on Amazon. Link is down below. Look at that. 50 towels. 50 microfiber towels. 50 pack.
Dang.
Right?
For how much? A buck?
$18. The same $18 I spent on 12 towels at AutoZone or wherever the hell I was, Advanced Auto Parts. You get them on Amazon here the next day. Link is in the description. And it's the exact same damn towel.
Vinny,
need these. Yeah.
What are you doing with those towels?
This is what I used to clean my vehicle with.
I have one microfiber towel that I wash.
Well, that's because you're cheap as fuck. But anyway,
aren't we trying to help people save money?
Yeah, you can do it Omar's way and then tear up your washing machine that you put your clothes in, or you can do it.
It's a machine. Who gives a fuck? We'll get a new one. We have it on warranty, bro. I'm gonna be like Richie now. I got it on warranty. I don't care. It breaks. It's already broken once, and we had it replaced, fully replaced.
But let me ask you a question. Did you use your Divi credit card to buy the washing machine?
I don't give a fuck about Divi. Why am I advertising it? You got me so confused right now, bro.
He's way out. Way out. Anyway, so then the third red flag.
I do.
Wait. The third red flag.
This is how I clean. This is how I wash most of my clothes in my cars. When I drop off people in apartment complexes with a swimming pool, I go get my washboard and I wash that shit in their swimming pool. It's already bleached in the pool and everything. So you got all the soap suds and shit floating in their Hurry up, throw that back in your car, drive to the laundromat where you're picking up the Uber X driver, throw your shit in the dryer.
Finish the ride and come back.
Save so much money.
So anyway, back to my
Minnie, I think somebody's talking to you, bro.
Oh, is that Kyle? Is that Kyle? My man Weezoom. My man Weezoom. What's going on, buddy? That's my dog, man. You got to meet him, Steven. I'd like to meet Kyle.
Oh, we went out to dinner at least twice.
I'm sure he's a funny
he's awesome. Yeah. And business smart.
All right. So then, but wait a minute. My third set of red flags was I finally found my car wash, right? And in the video, I'm like, let me close everything up. So I close the sunroof, but I forget the goddamn driver's window. And as the car wash is starting, you see all the damn soap spraying on me and on the seat. Oh man, I was not.
You might have to check that the Divi link.
Hold on.
Make sure you got the action.
Okay, I'm working on that one right now.
All right.
God damn it, Eddie. And I'm sure that's going to be my fault too, huh, Eddie? You know what?
Kiki's in the mix.
Just for that, I'm putting Kiki's book back up. The hell with
Kiki's back. I know it.
Oh my God, this guy.
Copying the link. Copy paste.
Yeah, copy paste.
Oh God. Anyway,
you got to get it straight.
Yeah. There you go. All right, what y'all got?
Hey man, we got. You can't get a Amazon credit card with bad credit or something like that. That's what BT said. So you got to have decent credit to get an Amazon card at least.
Yeah.
Do they have 0%?
Yes. But not a business. Not a business credit card. They gave me 15 grand, baby.
I like stuff that's got 0% interest within a certain amount of time. Because what they're banking on is they're banking on you to keep running up your credit on stuff and defaulting. That's what they bank on, the default. But if you don't use the limit, put like $100 on there and hurry up and pay it off, they'd be like, we can't get him for nothing. Because I keep doing that 0% interest. They can never get me.
Wait,
but the moment you put too much on there and it starts, it go past that period and now you're screwed. Default. You didn't make that 6 months. So all the interest that accumulated, you have to pay it all back. If 6 months passed and it was $97, $80 worth of interest, you got to pay it on that now. You're like, damn.
Yeah, no. When it comes, by the way, when it comes to business credit cards, you guys got to be like, you have to treat your business credit cards better than you do your regular credit cards.
Oh yeah.
It takes discipline, man. Discipline. There's a benefit that you get when you have your credit cards, and that's the tax benefits that you get from it.
Who's working?
You mess with Uncle Sam. Who's working?
Who's got their app on?
That's Omar. See, Jay about to pay off the Chase card. There you go, brother. Pay it off before the interest period starts.
If you mess, do it. Listen, if you guys mess around with business and that the liabilities that you get with it, the benefits that you get with it, then they take them all away, and then they come after your taxes. They come on your both business and personal. Okay, they take those benefits away. So if you're gonna get a business credit card, don't mess with those.
So Eddie's going to let me know if we can pump this live stream Sunday night. Say 8:00 on Sunday night. It'll be about an hour-long live stream, and it's going to be all business. How to set your rideshare up as a legit LLC business, and Eddie will show you how we did it. I'm just going to be there to work the keyboards and the comments, and it's going to be his deal. Melvin says he is back in Florida. Where you at, bro? Where you at, buddy? Where in Florida? Where in Florida are you?
Melvin gonna be like, well, at the current moment, I'm at a strip club, but if you want to know what city I'm in,
well, we know all those are going to be in Southeast Florida because the rest of the state ain't got.
He's like, where you at, Mel?
No,
man.
Let me know where you're at.
And that's what his rideshare drivers. We should do that.
Oh shit, he's in Orlando, bro.
So
he's
OBT. As rideshare drivers, we need to do that more.
OBT.
We've got to help people talk about credit and get their credit, scores under wraps. Because a lot of us can do so much better if we just had that leverage, that ability to say, you know what, I had a slow week, let me, drive my ass off today and just have that extra gas card in your hand and go, put another $50 in your gas tank. I mean, that leverage means a lot. That leverage is because you will never miss an opportunity if you got $1,000 credit card sitting there with a $0 balance. If you need to go put, $80 worth of gas in, grab it, put that $80 in, capitalize on an opportunity to make money that night. Because if you're doing everything at a cash basis, you're not going to keep up with the speed of business. It's not happening.
Amen. Eddie.
Marshall, yeah. Marshall, listen. There are some things that I am not that I pay for that I am not I do not like the service. Okay. But Marshall, when it came to my credit, I'm talking about like 2 days later, my credit jumped. Dude, it was like she was good. I'm copying
4 days
her,
after that, 7 people went to prison because they all showed up at the credit places trying to kill.
Dude, one of my credit scores went to 800.
He's not telling you the whole story. He said 2 days my credit score jumped 200 points. 4 days later, everybody went to prison.
That's
but I have an 800 score.
My credit, BT, my credit is good, but again, it's a
lot
pain.
that goes into factor of credit. I mean, even your credit history goes into because I don't have credit history. You got to have up to 10 years. Most of us got 4, 5, 6 years worth of credit history because of how we do things. I've got about probably 15 years worth of credit history almost. So, of course, if you have less than 5 years, you're going to get a red mark just because you don't have a recent credit history. Right. And you didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't do nothing. It's just they put you in a red because you haven't proven yourself long enough. That's all.
Right. I went through that.
So
you always paid on time.
The link that I just put up for Superstar Inquiries, that's Marshall. She's the one that actually did my credit. Yeah, that was my personal credit.
Make sure you tell her Eddie sent you.
Let her know, Eddie or Driving in Style. She knows me. I told her I will always promote her.
How well does she know you?
We've known each other since the beginning, since before you guys.
How well does she know you? But
from a distance, let me see. From damn, where's Michelle?
Jay said I'm in 90.
Is that ESG? That must be ESG credit. That's that ESG.
Yeah, he got credit off the Indian reservation or something, man.
That's how I was able to get my truck. Oh, dude, listen.
It was like Jay got a goddamn totem pole in his front yard. What you got? Indian reservation credit? I ain't never seen no 1090, man. What the hell?
That's that ESG, baby. ESG.
Got a horse tied up in the backyard and everything, man.
All right. So what else is going on? How's everybody? How is everybody doing out there? I haven't been keeping up with the comments. That's Steven's gig, but Melvin says I have a business card. I paid off in full when it's due. I'm telling you, bro, y'all just don't understand the power of that LLC. I know here in the state of Florida, an LLC is $125. You are $125 away from turning your rideshare into a business. And anything else that you might do, you can bring it under that business.
And it's a lot of leverage for expansion.
And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Eddie, I'm going to commit you and Jeff and me to another thing also. Jeff, I'm dragging you in too. We're going to do a live in a couple 3 weeks. We're going to do a live stream how to create a YouTube channel because I'd love to see everybody with their own YouTube channel.
I like that.
It's got to happen. So this weekend,
we should make it like a Patreon or something. This way we can really focus on it.
We're gonna focus on it, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Let's get through this first one. Let's get this business set up. And anybody who wants to come to that class, listen, you're welcome to come. We're not going to talk rideshare. We're going to talk business. So understand that's what it's going to be about.
With rideshare.
And in a couple of weeks, hey, bro, one more time. What was that ringtone?
With rideshare.
With rideshare. See,
now I'm telling y'all about rideshare channels. There's a way that you can create a channel. Like right now, only 80% of the people on my channel are from the United States. 20% of the people are around the world watching my channel because of how you market your channel and how you push your channel out there. My goal is to get 25 to 30% of my channel like represented by people outside of the country of outside of North America. I don't want Canada and USA. I want all like around the world just to see some of this, but it's a way to do it. And YouTube has been building itself up to do that. YouTube is creating new material platforms to our would beat YouTube to the punch. But it's getting there. It's getting there. So
talking about Rumble?
Eddie is taking the live video. Yeah.
Says Michelle. Well, remember, they were from a distance. Now, a distance can be a mile or a distance could be an inch. Now, the blow up doll says Eddie's about an inch short, but I don't know. I wasn't there to hear it. But maybe I don't know.
It's not talking about you. Okay, don't worry about it. It's not talking about you. Okay, it's talking about another somebody else.
Real shit.
Okay. It's just how they are.
The blow up dog got AI. That's a Chat GPT doll. I already know what's up.
Damn, I'm good.
All right. Okay. This shit's going off the rails real quick.
Let's stop. For real.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to dial it in there. I'm bugging off of Eddie talking to the mannequin. I'm bugging off there right now. Somebody else take over. Somebody else take over.
See, and even James is saying separating business from personal is very important. And that, especially because it's a discipline, and a lot of people weren't taught discipline because we were given, and especially in the world where we live in, everything's like short attention span. We got TikTok, we got shorts, we got all these short attention span things where people can't focus on a long-term goal because everything is so short. It's got your mind triggered to short. You can't think down the pipe. And once you start dealing with credit and business credit, you got to know how to think down the pipe. You can't just be thinking in like real quick because you're going to be an impulse shopper. You're going to run your credit up way faster than what you thought it was. And you're not thinking of it in like long term. Just like when Mel says he pays off his business card real quick. Some people will allow it to flip to the next month because they look at how much interest they're occurring in 30 days. If you're only doing $90 every 30 days, that's $3 a day you're paying to get somebody to loan you that money, $3 a day. So you got to make at least $3 that day to cover just the interest, not all the principals and all your bills and everything, just the interest. All right. So if you think you can handle $3 a day in interest, you good. Some people's interest get out of hand. It goes up to $8 a day, $9 a day. That's $300 a month in interest. Now that shit starts growing fast. So keep it around $3, $4 a month in interest. You will be good. You always got to look at that per day amount because that per day amount is going to let you know how much do I need to make this week just to cover interest alone. Because you ain't going to touch principal if all you're doing is paying off interest. So you got to at least cover that interest. Get that out the way.
All right. So real quick, WeZoom said he's going to walk the dogs. Remember, WeZoom, that's a tax deduction if you have your LLC. I just wanted to put that out there. That, walking the security dogs. That's an expense. That's an expense to walk the security dogs that guard your 2 Teslas. Okay. And you and Steven can have a Tesla party together. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. And if you pick up dog poop, that's waste management expense. You can actually expense dog shit. Pick that shit up. Charge $5 for a bag.
And if you use it as manure, okay, that's actually physical labor, so you can pay yourself for that.
Repurposing fee. Repurposing, yes.
Yeah, and you're repurposing compost. That's a tax credit. Shit.
Yeah, there you go, man. And if by the way, when the sun's up, you're getting solar power with it.
By the way,
you're all over the place, man.
By the way,
you're creating fuel. You're creating methane fuel.
Business, yeah. I'm telling you, you can start an LLC for almost everything. You guys should know this, right? But if you started an LLC as a let's say I have my driver LLC, which is me driving, right? Now, if I start a content creator LLC under my LLC, then this means that everything that's under my content becomes tax deductible. And in other words, it's like, oh, you know what? Today I'm going to go to Puerto Rico and I'm going to spend 30 grand. Okay, I'm going to bring all my friends. I'm going to pay for everything and all that stuff. That becomes tax deductible because I needed it to make my content for my content creator video.
So as a bonus to Sunday, we are going to set up. Eddie's going to walk me through. Eddie's going to walk me through it, and I'm going to set up my LLC for my content creation, which is what the hell we're doing now, sitting there bullshitting, but it's content creation. And we're going to set it up, and you guys are going to be able to follow along. And that's what I'm talking about. Community helping community. Not talking about everybody else was wrong and I was right. You know, I got to throw that in there, bro. I will never get over that. I will never forget that for the rest of my life.
Only 9% of us think like that, though. The other 91% don't think like that.
Look, I'm already taking damn notes.
Only the other 91% of us don't think like that 9%.
Oh, damn.
My man Alpha John's in the house. I was right. All y'all was wrong. It's like
9% of us. You just had to get that number in.
Man, I had to, man. You know me, man. It's all about the 9.
I was right. I was right. They were wrong.
Tell motherfuckers, I'm gonna be dressed to the 9s when I drive tonight.
Nobody knows.
These nuts. That's right.
Oh God.
Hell yeah. Oh man, that's just funny as hell. That's just funny as hell. Man,
oh my stupid. God, that is hysterical, bro.
Some people, man, they just in this I don't even get the point of why some of these people have got channels, because it's like, are you helping drivers or are you just fucking with drivers? What's really going on for real? And these drivers ain't even thinking about it. They ain't even thinking about it, man. It's like, how does this affect me? How does it help me? It don't. It's bullshit. It's content.
Well,
it's bullshit content.
Oh, James, I still need to get my Dunn's number.
True, Jeff. That's not true, Jeff. You're wrong.
Oh, that's on nav.com.
It does help 9% of the community.
You need your Dunn's number. You don't get your Dunn's number, you're messing up.
Benefits from that negative crap. They benefit from the grifters, liars, and negative ass people.
Exactly. That's what it is. That's real shit. It gives them something to look forward to every day.
That's the reason why I called my channel, watch me lose my money.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Watch me lose my money.
Yeah, well, well, first of all, I gotta address Melvin. Melvin is taking care of all the single moms tonight in Orlando. We want to thank Melvin for doing his deal. It is tax deductible. Well, you know what? That's between you and Michelle, your accountant. That's all I'm going to say about it.
That's it.
Anyway,
your CPA will tell you.
I would be
remiss. There you go, my man.
I wanted to bring this up last. I didn't want to bring it up first tonight. I wanted to bring it up last tonight because again, it needs to be talked about. I don't know the right answer. This is a serious subject. I don't know the right answer, but we lost another driver out there in LA. Right? That was LA, right, Steven?
Oh, yep. No, I didn't hear about this.
He was a veteran.
Former Marine, served in Afghanistan. He was driving. Was it Uber or Lyft? It was Lyft, wasn't it?
I thought it was Uber. Right. He might be Lyft.
It might have been Uber. It might have been. Anyway.
Because Lyft started putting out all this, protect yourself, carjacking.
Right.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Right. So I know the guy, Steven, if you want to find his GoFundMe page, I know the family, they got a GoFundMe. Without getting into all the details, apparently they were at a 7-Eleven, 2 guys in the car. They pulled out on him. They killed him. I don't know, obviously, all those details like that. But, rest in peace to him and to all the other drivers out there, bro.
Aaron or Roscoe?
What I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. And in look, every situation is different. And I've always said this because I've seen people freak out under this kind of pressure. You never know how you're going to react when you're in that situation till you're in that situation. That's just right. Everybody can sit here and hoop and holler about what they do, what they're going to do. You don't know what you're going to do until you're in that situation. That's number one. Number two, you might not get the opportunity to return fire or to defend yourself or anything like that. So it's just something, man, bro, you got to be careful where you're working. It can happen anywhere.
Wow.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
And so, in Linwood. Right. In Linwood. So I just
Christine hit me up tonight too. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Christine hit me up today. And I guess, because they were delivering food out in Maryland where she is. Her and one of her Kirk was delivering food out in Maryland. I guess they put a fake address in, so when the delivery guy showed up, they carjacked him. They took his keys, the food, and everything. It wasn't in the news or nothing like that. This is Christine's own boy. So delivery drivers got to be careful out there because these guys are putting fake addresses in, having you show up. And when you show up, they're taking your keys, your wallet, the food, and everything. They found his car. Recently found his car. But the problem was that he was working for a pizza place, but he wasn't an independent contractor. His insurance wouldn't even cover his car because they claimed he was an independent contractor. But he was delivering pizza for the pizza place. He works for the pizza place as an employee. So insurance was like, we sorry you got carjacked, but you're an independent contractor. I'm like, no, this dude is an employee. We're independent contractors. So you got to be careful out there, man.
It's such a tough deal.
Going on out there.
But I and as heartbreaking as that is, he left. I believe. I got
his GoFundMe page.
And 2 children. Yeah, I got it up. I've got
Two
it
children,
up.
yeah.
Oh, you got it up? Okay.
Got it up on the board. Yeah, I got it up on the board.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing about this is, y'all saw the dude who got arrested down here, right? They were just riding in a Lambo down the highway, and they just took the 45, put it out in the air, and just started firing off shots. Pop, 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 pop. They wasn't shooting at anybody.
They recorded themselves?
Yeah, and then put themselves on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing. The IQ of the average criminal is so fucking low. I'm like, our prisons should be over capacity with all the internet shit we got going on right now. So many criminals are stupid, recording themselves doing stupid stuff. We should just build a whole new prison somewhere called Internet Idiots and just send their ass there. No matter what you do, it's on the internet, you just going there. You're stupid. Just doing crime and recording yourself doing the crime. Stupid.
I think at the end of the day, bro, listen, I don't care what state you live in, and I know everybody's got to adhere to their laws. I'm not suggesting anybody to do anything other than understand you have a couple of rights, and one of them is to defend your life. Do what you have to do to defend your life.
Because nobody has a right to tell you not to defend yourself. Nobody has that right.
Not in this country. I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. And I'm going to take that to my grave. With all the shit I done been through and dealt with and had to do, listen, if given the opportunity, I will defend at all costs. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yep.
That's the bottom line, bro.
Fight or flight. Fight or flight. That's the 2 basic instincts, fight or flight. And can't nobody take it away from you.
I ain't trying to be a badass. If I can get away from it, I'll get away from it. But, if you got to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do. All right. So I wanted to get that out there because I don't want anybody to think that we don't care, because we do. Because Rideshare has a lot of good points to it. But as we can see, that was not one of its best days.
Oh, yeah.
So rest in peace to that young man, and prayers up for his family. All right. We got about 7 minutes left on this stream. It's wide open to the panel. Anybody got something they want to talk about?
Mr. OCD says, what does everybody use for protection? And does anyone packing heat under the seat? I can tell you this right now. Every driver that's on rideshare channels needs to realize that everything we say on the internet is in somebody's server. It could be accessed at any point in time, used against us in any court of law in this country. Stop asking about what people are carrying and shit. Stop doing that. Yeah, because this is self-incrimination. Yeah, if you are carrying, more power to you. You will make it home. Don't tell me if you carrying it. I don't give a shit. Don't tell me. I don't want to.
Just listen. I call it the Harry Potter boomstick. Okay, that's it.
I don't tell
get yourself one of those. Get yourself one of those or anything.
Because look at the one lady who got
that's against the terms of service, Eddie. I can't believe you'd say that.
No, Harry Potter boomstick, bro. You press the button and it shoots a little fireball out. It's just mine just makes a large. Mine goes boom.
Listen.
So if you got all these drivers on the internet need to stop trying to prove that you're taken care of by incriminating yourself by putting on the internet. Because all somebody got to do is just copy that part of a video and send it to anybody, and it's forever. Because you just said what you did. Yep. Stop incriminating yourself. Don't tell me if you carrying. I don't need to know. Don't tell me.
Man,
I don't want to know.
Just do what you got to do.
But if you do use pepper spray, don't use it in the car. Roll the windows down at least. You're gonna pepper spray yourself at the same time that you're pepper spraying.
Eddie, I don't
My
know.
dad said it went. He was between two women. He said he was between two women, and a police officer came by and to stop them from fighting. It just went across his arm, and he didn't think anything, about it. He went to sleep, woke up the next day, and he said his whole arm was on fire. So yeah, that stuff is nothing to play with.
Shit.
Yeah, good he didn't rub that on his face.
Hey, like what you say,
for
Vinny?
my ex one time, I got her
nice.
a taser.
Lesson 1: know your worth.
Know your worth.
Here it is.
Here it is. First lesson in life: know your worth on everything.
Eddie, I know you got on the shirt. What's the second lesson in life? What's your shirt?
Nobody care. Nobody care. You know what? Just read it.
There it is.
Stand your little ass up. You ain't got far to go. See what I mean?
Nobody cares. Work hard.
Nobody cares. Work harder.
That's lesson number 2.
That's it.
That's lesson number 2.
Okay. If you don't want to take the crappy rides, don't take them. If you want to take them, take them. All right.
That's it.
It's all your money. You can do whatever you want with it. Whether you want to take the doo-doo rides or you want to take the good rides, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your car, whatever. So if anybody tells you it's like, all right, know your worth and only take good rides, only you know that. So I mean, I take $3 rides. I take $3 rides, but there is $100 bonus waiting for it on the other side.
That's it. You gotta do that. You got to add in all the factors of why you take in a ride. Because when I do my scouting, I tell people why I'm not taking it or why I am taking it. Because people need to know, Jeff, why are you letting a $30 ride go? I'm like, because it's $30, but it's 28 miles away and it's sitting up in the middle of nowhere. I'd rather take the $7 ride for $17. More dollars per mile and it's right to a party area. It's like, sometimes we got to do that. We got to do it. This is fake name and address. Like, jeez.
I'll be glad when you get rid of all that mess.
I know it. Maybe Lyft will take care of that. Hopefully, let's see if Lyft does something.
Yep.
And VPN.
All right, so let's wrap this one up early tonight. Omar, I know you've been really quiet. You're over there focused on some things, and I can appreciate that. Quick tip for the night. Let's get the tips going for the night real quick. Shout out.
There you
Shout out.
Yeah, I don't really have a tip because I didn't have a really good week that I was anticipating having last week. So I'm just saying to myself, get a reset and just hit it again hard this week, I guess.
That's the tip.
That's it. Come back.
That's the tip. Come back stronger.
Yeah, but again, it sucks because you're trying to budget things. You're trying to.
But that's how it is. But that's how it is. We got to deal with it,
bro. We've all been there. Eddie will tell you. Yeah. I haven't been shy about it. The last week or two, I've been an angry some bumpkin for whatever reason.
Yeah,
very, very angry.
A little sissy girl, man.
Now watch it. Watching our phone. I'll come over there and take the man's head off.
That's it.
I'll come over there and take. Hey, Eddie, we already know you've had this week. FBI,
open up! In literal terms.
Twice.
I mean, and by the way, we were live. The first one we were live. You missed it, Mr.
We were live, bro. Yeah, bro. We're sitting here trading. Bro, we're sitting here trading, and then all you hear is FBI, open up!
Yeah.
No joke.
No.
And I'm talking. Yeah. No joke. Yeah. They're talking about an incident. Yep. About an incident that happened here a while ago that I was and I was there.
Eddie done kicked somebody's dog. That's what happened.
No. Someone got kicked and didn't get up. That's what happened.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
I do a little food delivery, but it's like I only do food delivery if it's worth doing it. I don't really bank on it. Yeah. Right. Like if I drive the Jeep,
I'd rather drive people
more. Because the Jeep is going to have soft music blasting, and I'm just riding around anyways. But if I'm in the car, I make too much money in my car to do food. It's like, nah.
Right. But sometimes, like, I've delivered on like Christmas Eve and stuff like that. The rates get pretty high.
Yep.
So and I really don't like dealing with places.
Strategy.
It's right there in the upper left-hand corner. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you exactly how I did
not
it.
the book.
That's it.
Not the, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? Because
I drove through. No, not your way, but in Los Angeles, all I did was bop down to the central Los Angeles and then Beverly Hills, West Hollywood area, right up against where all the restaurants are, and I just waited. See whatever pops up. They were coming in at $40 an hour rate, and then the tips were coming in on top of it.
Yeah. Hey, might as well do it.
So on my ebook, I explained the do I explain the deliveries, the reason for the deliveries? So there's a bonus, there's a quest. All right. So what happens with Uber? Your deliveries count as trips also. The good thing about deliveries is that they count as trips. You know, they count as trips, and the first couple of deliveries that you get, they're like doo-doo crappy, whatever, like $1 or $2, $3 deliveries. So what I do is if I got a quest, right, and I got 10 to go on the quest, then I'll take the whole entire day. If the quest is $200 or more, and I only got like 10 trips to go, then I'll go ahead and I just do all deliveries, and I take the crappiest deliveries I could possibly
3 stacks, everything.
Yeah.
Triple stacks.
$2. I think the cheapest one was like $2 and something cents. It was really cheap.
I've seen
But
those.
what happens is that I made 100 with just those deliveries. Okay, but there was a $280 quest at the end of it, and I only worked 4 hours. I only worked 4 hours, made 400. No, I'm sorry. I worked 3 hours, made $400. I went home.
So on this might be a Fight Club thing. So stop me if I'm going into Fight Club territory. On Uber, you used to be able to, let's say you're rolling into a $10 zone, use that for deliveries. Can you still do that or no?
No.
They don't
right?
Let you keep it,
right? Yeah.
So, I know on the consecutive trip you were able to do it.
Yeah. So down here, our market is different. It used to be good to do food. It's not anymore. And a lot of places don't have employees. I've seen some lines that are wrapped around the building, wrapped around the block. And again, I hear what you're saying, Eddie, but I could never get in that line. There's no. What kind of delivery could it be that you pay me to get in that line? I mean, it's bad. Vinny, I know you've seen it. Well, and then here's the thing too. You have things like whatchamacallit, Chick-fil-A, right? Oh, not open on Sunday. So on Saturday, everybody gotta have their Chick-fil-A, and that should be like, I'm telling you, telling you. Popeyes, another one, really popular. Popeyes, not busy. Taco Bell. Oh my gosh.
Wait. Omar, you know the Popeyes up here by me on Commercial Boulevard? Now let me know in the comments, or if anybody on this panel has ever seen this. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. I'll shoot a video of it tomorrow and put it up. The one Popeyes, usually the traffic's backed up on the street, right? Blocking traffic. They have built a second Popeyes, identical to the first Popeyes, right next door. This Popeyes is so popular, they put 2 of them there.
Damn.
They are right next, like me and my neighbor are Popeyes. I've never seen nothing like it.
I wonder if they owned by the same franchise person, or if somebody says, "Hey, we're gonna be 2 different franchises."
2 Popeyes.
If it's 2 franchises, that's got to be competitive. You know, a competitive disadvantage. Something. Like, you got to take another one.
It's probably the same person, and then they bought the other location. They're making money off of both of them. It just gives them more real estate. Yeah.
But by the way, if you're doing deliveries and you're in $1.50 whatever, $1.50 surge for the deliveries, and you're in a consecutive trip, those are really good.
Right. Have you ever been to a Popeyes though? This is what fucks me up. I went to Popeyes one time, and I just did a goddamn survey. Every motherfucking line was a black person. It was all fucking chicken people in one long ass line. It was no Mexicans. It was no white folks. It was all black.
Jefferson timeout, bro. I can't have that on the video, bro.
Hey, Dave Chappelle skit me on the airplane, and they try to give him. He said, "I'll eat the fish," and they was like, "Sorry, sir, we out of the fish. You got to have the chicken." And a little genie popped on his lap and said, "Back in the game, baby." He said, "Woo! You gonna eat this chicken, you black motherfucker?" Look at the airplane skip for Dave Chappelle about the chicken and the fish, man. That shit is so funny.
There went the channel. It's gone, y'all.
Dude, we'll be back. Hey, that should be funny to me, man. I'll be loving it. That shit's hilarious. It's hilarious. Well, Dave Chappelle should be killing me when it comes.
As I've said many times before, 9th and 10th grade, I lived on Popeye's chicken for lunch every day. $1.99
Popeyes, churches. I used to eat churches all the time, man. Love that.
Drink.
Churches is juicy chicken.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
$1.99 every day. Walk across the field at lunchtime at school and get the chicken and go back home.
Hey, and Popeyes will make your fucking food. If you bring them chicken, they'll cook that shit for you. They'll make your chicken for you.
Are you serious?
Call them. If you bring your own chicken to Popeyes, they'll make it for you.
I got chicken.
Yes.
I didn't know.
They do that shit.
Dude, I got chicken here. Hey, listen, I want to show you guys.
I'm telling you, take that. Call Popeyes, the man, and say, "Hey, if I bring my own chicken, do you guys actually prepare it?" They'll be like, "Yep."
Before we go, I want to show you guys this. I got this glitch,
Jason,
and I don't know if you guys get this.
There goes the monetization.
I need that red beans and rice.
Do you guys ever get this glitch right here?
Yeah.
You see this?
Which glitch? What's the glitch?
Who's that?
See how it keeps changing the time? This is live.
Nah, I don't see that.
You talking about on the GPS or on the lift?
No, on the GPS. See on the bottom here where it says it says Walmart.
Yeah,
no, never got that glitch.
Yeah, it could be this.
Now, it was doing it when I was picking them up. By the way.
Oh, look at that! 2 minutes, 30 minutes. 2 minutes, 30. No, I ain't never seen that.
Okay, and it was doing it too when I was picking them up. The thing is, it was fluctuating, but it was changing the price.
I've never seen that.
But then I picked them up, and then it still kept doing it. But this is a strange thing that was actually happening to me. But it kept doing it 2 minutes, 34 minutes. I was like, what the hell?
Did you accept it on the 34 minutes or on the 2 minutes?
Yeah, it ended up being a good ride. It was no big deal on it. But I did notice that the price was actually fluctuating also.
All right. So, no, I've never seen that. I'll keep an eye out for that. I know one thing on your iPhone, if you use the GPS outside of the app, like I do, I don't use Lyft or Uber's GPS. I flip out to the actual Google Maps. On the iPhone, you need to be careful because sometimes it won't send you to the right place on the GPS.
Oh,
damn!
Never had that problem on Android, but on an iPhone, every now and then, I'll hit navigate. It'll flip to the other app and have me going in the wrong goddamn direction. So you got to be aware of that on the iPhone. I wanted to go back to one for a minute. Who was that who said they had a Wawa? Where are they at? Where's Gig Wars official? Where are you located, bro? Because Wawas are in Florida and I think Pennsylvania.
I'm gonna have to go all the way there to get some Wawa. See what this is all about.
Bro, Wawas, bro. How many Wawas have I put in my videos, bro?
They got like the Boston.
Wawa might be the only place that actually I would probably consistently pick up from most Wawas. Because most other places, man, you will just be sitting there. I've walked into restaurants, ordered, and left. And drivers are like, "Hey, can I get my order?" They're just sitting there. Can I get my order?
Oh, Gig Wars
I'd be like,
Gig Wars is a girl.
See, I knew it. She could only be one of two places. She was either going to be in Florida, or she was going to be in
Jersey. Jersey, they have Wawa. That's where Wawa's from. In Jersey.
We need.
And you knew it had to
if
be
you get it in Arizona, it has to come to California first, DJ. It has to come to California first.
Ain't going to California, bro.
Because most dudes don't even know where grocery stores are anyway. So
Wawa ain't going to California.
You can't ask me where no grocery store is. I couldn't tell you.
You can go to Arizona, but you ain't going.
I'm getting a local Wawa soon, and I'm really excited about that because shit, I'm gonna be there. I might even get it. I might even fill out an application. It's so damn slow over here, man. Bad, man.
He says
New
it's
manager.
Gotta do what
Watch
you
a
gotta do.
franchise open over here. I'm gonna be eating. I'm gonna take a picture in California and be like, "Look at my Wawa."
Here's the thing. I'm gonna file an application and say, listen, I don't want to be an employee. You hired me to run this bitch. Okay, that would be my thing. I would go there and sit there and be like, I'm here to run this shit.
I gotta go look at Wawa on the internet. I gotta go look on YouTube, see what they all about.
Bro,
right? We need to make a road trip.
Y'all want me to do a walkthrough of Wawa for you so you can understand what Wawa is?
Yeah.
Would y'all like a video of that? You want me to do a walkthrough on Wawa? All right, I'll do a walkthrough on Wawa.
Is it a grocery store?
No, man. It's like everything, man. It's great.
It's a convenience store. It's a hot food made to order, and it's a gas station, and it's got seating outside, bro.
And if you're like Vinny, you steal their sugar and shit like that.
Yeah, Wawa's a luxury 7-Eleven. That's funny shit. It's a luxury 7-Eleven.
They used to have free Wi-Fi too, but they stopped that, man.
Just quick trip, but 10 times better. I don't know, man.
But you know what I can do at
Wawa?
Wawa?
Some bomb ass donuts.
You know what I can do at Wawa that you can't do it like a 7-Eleven or a racetrack? So Wawa has a lot of in-house branded products. So when I'm running short here in the house on coffee creamer, I can go buy their coffee creamer. And their coffee creamer is the same price as if I go to the grocery and buy my coffee creamer. I'm talking
He said buy. He said buy. I'm just telling you, he said buy, but he didn't really mean buy.
Yeah, go get. He meant get.
Oh my god.
Well, if you're gonna do that, then maybe I should do the walkthrough of In-N-Out.
And also, you know what? This is a weird thing, but like
burger In-N-Out. I've been to In-N-Out.
So for us guys, and sometimes the bathroom is wherever we want it to be. Wawa most of the time has clean bathrooms. For anyone if it matters to you, Wawa usually
24/7 clean bathrooms, fresh hot food, always got sandwiches on the little rack, always fully stocked, bro. I'm telling you.
And some Wawas have self-checkout, so you don't even gotta talk to nobody if you're one of those people that's like, leave me alone, I'm right here.
Oh, did you see what New Jay said? Low key would sacrifice In-N-Out for Wawa.
Damn.
Damn.
So wow,
he has spoken.
I wouldn't go that far because Wawa's burgers, no.
Yeah, but that guy.
So they sell like burgers and French fries and chicken and all that stuff.
Chicken, Philly steak, chicken, steak, Philly steak, Philly chicken, burgers, mash, mac and cheese.
Philly cheese.
They got scrambled eggs and bacon in the morning.
Yeah, bro.
It's funny.
The other day I went through there, and like when you go into the checkout, and they got two ways you could check out. You go talk to somebody and hand them money, or they got the self checkout, which I absolutely love their self checkout. But they got heating racks right there. So as you're walking up on the counter on the heat, bro, I had a pepperoni croissant the other day at like 1:00 in the afternoon. When I tell you, there must have been a quarter pound of pepperoni on that sucker. Pepperoni, cheese, and a good croissant bread. And I just sat there in my truck and I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker tastes good. I need to go back and get another one. And they're reasonably priced. It's not like you're going to pay out the ass for it.
Yeah, I would say a luxury 7-Eleven. A luxury 7-Eleven is kind of a good way of putting it because the only issue is that we've had Wawa here now for more than 2 years, and so some of them, they're getting the quality of service across the board is a little bit down, but for the most part, the quality is really good as far as everything that Vinny's talking about and that I'm talking about. So,
Jeff, I know why you never talk about Whataburger over there because man, that place sucked.
Gig Wars official.
I was trying to find some decent spots over in Arizona. I was like, man, what's the first off, I asked a bunch of people and they're like, well, since you're from California, most of the places are going to be like California. Then, but yeah, what was it? I think I tried Castle Burger or whatever that one place is called. And
White Castle.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even eat there because the food looked disgusting in the pictures. And then,
White Castle?
Yeah, it looked bad. It looked real. And
then
they had like a 3-point something on there. So I was like, nah.
Steven.
Yeah.
What's that?
So that?
You eat that shit. Man, you eat that shit, you go to sleep, you wake up with fucking warm farts. You don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that.
You know what? I stopped eating Taco Bell when the food started tasting
when
like
your
dog
farts
food.
start getting warmer than your body temperature, there's some shit going on. They call them belly bombers for a reason.
So I didn't touch that place while I was there because I had never seen it in California, and I guess there's a reason.
You don't want that shit, man.
Nah, I saw the pictures. I was like, what? But there was a line. I'm like, why is there a line?
Because they don't know. Half these people don't even know.
So I did that, and then I tried Whataburger, and I took one bite, and that dry chicken, whatever nonsense that was in my mouth, I spat it back into this, and I didn't even. I was like, maybe they just made it wrong. And I was like, I looked at the window, and then I looked at the trash can. I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'm just never coming back here. Forget this.
I'm gonna tell you,
your Whataburger is different than mine. The Whataburgers here are juicy.
Bro, oh no, it was dry. It was like haphazard. Yeah,
I gotta get Steven. I gotta get Steven down to Miami. We gotta go to Coyote.
See,
I like trying different food from all over. So
I gotta
these two places.
So you want to do pranks on people? Get an office lunch catered by White Castle. I guarantee by the end of the day, all these motherfuckers gonna be having air fresheners, they desk and shit. Like, what is that smell?
Vinny, there's a place in Hollywood too that actually makes really good burgers.
The toilet's backed up. No, that's all these motherfuckers just ate White Castle a minute ago, man.
The only problem is that they're really expensive.
Kill you, man.
So where in my Hollywood? What streets?
No, there's a place in Hollywood where I'm at that's on the beach.
Real Hollywood. Real Hollywood. Not
real Hollywood here.
Not Peter. No.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm in real Hollywood.
No,
right.
Not you. I'm talking about Vinny. He's saying it's not real.
I'm not even gonna argue that. I live in weird Hollywood. That's what we call it. We call it Hollyweird. That's what. I'm not gonna argue that.
That's fair.
I will not argue that point. The real Hollywood is where you're at, Steven. I will not argue that.
That's fair. No, some of this you don't understand. I had to drive through Hollywood every single day, and some of the stuff you see going down the street. I mean, what? It's like you keep looking because you're like, this can't be real. I'm like, okay.
Bro. Hey, Melvin, if you can hear me, bro, next time you go to Wawa's, get the buffalo chicken and a side of mash. Or get the meatball bowl with the mashed potatoes, bro.
Wait. The mash. So is it like KFC mash?
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, okay. I don't like I'm good.
Yo, the only thing that sucks though is that sometimes, like, you know the Wawa, Vinny, on Vinny, you know the one on Davie and 595? Man, that's the one that's
like homemade mash.
Bro,
like
sometimes there'd be a line there, man. I'm like, what are they giving away here? I mean, seriously, there'd be a line to get gas and a line inside the damn Wawa. I'm like, what are they giving away here, bro?
I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but you got to consider the location. And
true.
There ain't shit else around it.
No, okay, you know that's fair.
Especially 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right, I agree, 100%.
No, I'm talking about in the morning sometimes. This is back when I used to work the ports in the morning. That was the Wawa I would go to. And now we're gonna have one in Hollywood soon.
Hollywood. You live in Hollywood, and Steven lives in Peterwood. Let's get it right.
No, it's Hollyweird.
Hollyweird.
Yeah, Hollyweird.
He is in. I'm telling you, Omar is in Hollywood.
And I live adjacent to Hollyweird.
No, where you ride with it on the dash, and a finger tucked in, not on. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, right next to the train tracks. He's on the east side of the track, so I give him a little credit. If he was on the west side of the tracks, I'd have to check him for I'd check him for some things,
Right, exactly. I'm by downtown. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
is that our West Hollywood?
Yeah. Gig Official says, Uber Jeep, you just commented on one of my videos. How didn't you know I was a girl?
Well, I thought Gig Wars was run by more than one person, but if that's Red, I thought Red had her own channel too. But I know, I never knew what Gig Wars Official was until I looked at it, and it's a girl named Red.
How come you didn't tell me about this channel?
Yeah, what's funny is Red, actually, I'm looking at her video. She looks like a girl I used to date in Vegas named Jody Ramirez from Santa Paula, California.
She's like, that is me.
Yeah.
I am from that.
Well, I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm waiting for an answer.
I'm like, Jody trying to set me up, man. What's going on in this motherfucker? She trying to set me up.
Well, guess what? This can't be.
Like, she found me. Oh, no.
Hold on.
Been hunting my ass for years.
No. Hold on. Is this her channel?
Gig Wars official?
That's
that
it.
your channel?
Yep. That's her channel there.
What the hell?
She said, I'm not Jody. She said, it's Red. She won't even tell us her real name. It's probably Jody. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so I got to check this out. Original Warriors.
She's not.
Oh, is she? Wait a minute. Are we gig economy delivery drivers come from across the country using a variety? Okay, so are we a singer? Are we doing gig work? What are we doing here?
Gig
Somebody
work.
comment about
wars. They like challenge each other. Like they'll have a couple of drivers against each other for like the week or something like that, or they'll have a whole bank of drivers against each other. It is just fun to watch.
Cool.
Like you can see what they're doing and shit like that. It's pretty cool. It's
well,
hilarious.
I'm bringing it up now. I want to see what it is. She says I'm Red. I'm not Jody. Get it right.
She ain't telling me what her real name is. I think it's Jody fucking with me. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I know. Shit.
This actually
Jody
looks
like, motherfucker, you owe me $2,000.
All right, this kind of looks like what Pedro's doing and Dashing Trader's doing.
Yeah. They doing something in this. They're doing something like they're comparing cherry picking versus something else.
Say that again. They're comparing cherry picking. They're comparing cherry picking to what?
Cherry picking to taking like top dasher orders, like every order. And what happened is Pedro over the past like week or something, I think Pedro drove 20 miles more than Dash and Trader, but Pedro made $60 more. So Pedro was like, would you drive 20 miles for $60? And everybody was like, hell yeah. And that's basically what happened. So Dash and Trader drove less miles, did less orders and everything, but I think his orders were like high dollar paying because he was cherry picking. And Pedro just did more, but he made more money at the end of it somehow. But it was just cool to watch and to see how it is. Yeah. Pedro's in the gig war too.
I keep telling Eddie, I keep suggesting to Eddie that we need to do a battle royale. Like we got the same trucks. We basically got the same markets. We should go at
Gig Wars app. What? It's in beta now.
Oh, well, bring it on so we can try it out.
Jody got a Gig Wars app. That's what's up, Jody. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, I'm not Jody. You have a t-shirt on next time saying, I'm not Jody.
All right. Well, look here. We're gonna do something here. We're gonna do something here real quick. And Red Jody Red, whatever we're looking at, blame Jeff for me screwing up your name. But there's a link in the chat. Is everybody watching? Can you see my mouse? Check this out. Subscribed.
I think I'm subbed.
All notifications.
Yep.
There you go. So everybody let's give her a shout out. Let's help her out. The only reason I'm doing it, the only reason.
Get on there and get some tactics, get some strategies.
No, it's because she likes Wawa.
There you go.
If she didn't like Wawa, we can't get on like that.
She's a Wawa cheerleader. She's gonna have a Wawa shirt on next time we see
her. Wawa.
There we go.
Rah for Wawa.
Rah for Wawa.
I'm exactly for real.
Oh, we zoomed and walked the dogs. I
do. He already made it back.
By the way, Vinny.
And going.
We're meeting up every day for a week after trading for an hour, so we can do a presentation on his LLC.
Okay.
Every week.
I ain't the one that runs out the house as soon as I'm done trading. I gotta get in the car. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work.
I'm trying to make a presentation, and I'm gonna put QR codes to be like, okay, you need to do this first, and then this, and then this. So we would just boop, and then they scan it.
Okay, well, listen, I'll be your Huckleberry, and we're gonna have all this ready by
I'll be
Sunday,
your
8
Huckleberry.
o'clock, right? Sunday, you know what? Hey, bro, Steven, cut it out. Okay, don't come in here with
Hey,
that.
Red, if you want to do Rideshare, I'm gonna tell you how to do Rideshare. First things first, go to a very expensive part of town so you can get good practice. Because those people, they know how. They don't complain. Rich people don't complain as much as regular people.
You'd be surprised.
It be people complaining. Now, where I go, man, people don't really complain. Like, do I like the car? I like it. I be playing rap and shit. The old folks, they be like fucking 90 years old, listening to fucking Nipsey and shit. They don't care. It's like, I like your music. I'm like, hey, I like you. Shit, we rolling. And but when I go to other areas, people be like, oh yeah, well, can you turn the music down a little bit? I'm on the phone, isn't that? I'm like, can you just turn it off completely? No, I can't turn it off completely. No, I'm not doing that. So depends on the city for sure. But I like going to certain areas when I just want to relax and listen to my music and this and that. I'll go to a cool area and do Rideshare all night. If I'm just want to go, like Cat Williams was in town, I did not do the Cat Williams concert because motherfuckers like to get drunk. They think they richer than what they really are, and they get very demanding. So I don't do fucking concerts and shit like that. Just won't. Like, nah, I'm cool.
All right. So Red, because I'm not getting cussed out. She said I'm red. She done said I'm red like 12 times, and she's getting, and her capital letters are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So I'm gonna call her Red now.
I'm red.
Where them exclamation points? It ain't that serious yet.
Hey, Red, I'm letting you know I live in Florida. Damn it, we got laws, and we all right here. You come at me with that bullshit. Now I'm gonna deal with you. I'm joking. Wants to know, Jay wants to know at Gig Wars, why wasn't Uber Lyft Phoenix invited to the recent 2K challenge? One of the hardest workers in the industry. Because he probably win, God damn it. This shit, they trying to make it fair.
So what are we doing? Like, we doing like a pot, and whoever gets to $2,000, the fastest,
ain't no
except for
damn
Jeff.
money. Ain't no damn money. Now why can't Jeff come play in the dirt? What the hell?
Because in 3 days he'll probably make the whole 2,000.
I'm like, I ain't sleeping, goddammit.
Yeah. All right. So the answer
I'll be like, was that Gator? I'll be like Gator on Jungle Fever. Give me the goddamn TV, mama. You know I'll do it. I do it. I'll be beating old ladies over the head, mama. You better give me that TV. What happened to my TV, Gator? I smoked that TV.
All right. At J777, because I am very busy and cannot invite people. I have no relationship with Uber Lyft. Okay. Now, both of y'all need to exchange phone numbers, emails, DMs, or both of y'all could jump in the Discord and have that conversation.
Jay already came into the Discord.
Jay's in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
You had him. Why'd you have Jay blocked, bro? Why was Jay blocked?
I did. It was his application. So Ashley told me that he needed to log out and log back in. I don't have control. That's all. What's his name? That's all Brandon. But no, his account wasn't blocked. He had to log out and log back in. And as soon as he did that, everything was working like it was supposed to. I didn't change anything.
All I know is I opened up Discord tonight, and God damn it, I got Jay yelling at me because y'all have blocked him. And he wants to know what the hell he's doing. And he wants to know why y'all.
You realize I don't have it. For everybody understand, the only two people that have admin control is this man right here, or this man over here, Vinny, and then Brandon. So remember, it's Vinny's fault. I got your back, Eddie. I got your back.
Told ya. See? You don't listen to me.
I can't see Jay's comments. What the hell I do? Vinny's fault.
This is Vinny's fault.
Yeah,
that's funny shit.
Damn it.
Hey, everybody out there that's still hanging with us at the Rideshare Garage, I'm going to tell you I'm going to show you your number one tool you need when you come into the garage. If you don't have this before you come in the garage, don't enter. You will not survive. Okay? Here it is. Number one tool. Air aspirin. Because you'll get blamed for so much shit that you got to take aspirin to take care of the pain. See, anybody? Hey,
that's what it is, man.
He's gonna.
I just put it
like a baby today.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
I meant to say Discord server, but whatever. There it is.
Discord server, Discord channel. And wait a minute now.
New Jay, man, okay, I do go into the Discord sometimes, and but it's just like I'm driving. I'm driving.
Listen, when I tell you,
people say your name's in there, and you guys don't respond to anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, guys. It's
like Omar's in there talking. Omar's been hurt, and he responds.
Omar's a Jets fan, and he responds. What's your point?
Omar, hit him. Do it.
He's talking so much right now about his third place team.
I'm gonna
Jesus.
Tua, baby. Tua.
Mike White is your starting quarterback.
Hold on. We got Tua.
Sloppy seconds. Mike White is your starting quarterback.
It could never be your sloppy seconds because you couldn't do nothing to make it sloppy.
See, there you go. I said hello.
See, there you go.
All right.
Gig Wars, you can't see the link? You can't click it?
It
should be.
Well, she's paired up to somebody, so it should be there for her. Hey, New Jay, don't start with that poor Tua stuff. My man's taking us to the Super Bowl this year, bro. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. You heard it here first. Super Bowl. And he won't be a visitor. His ass won't be in the stands. He's going to be on the field. To the cheetah. See ya. Wouldn't want to be you.
Within the Discord.
Anyway. All right. So, as we tried like a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Steven, I need a tip from you. Tip for everybody. Tip out. Tip drill.
Like we were talking about earlier, you treat this like a business. Take advantage of all these opportunities to build up your credit. Separate your risk and your liability from what it is that you're doing with your vehicle, especially if you're planning on doing it for, a longer period of time. I mean, Vinny was just saying it only costs $150 over here in California. Unfortunately,
it's $125 here in Florida.
At least $800. You will pay at least $800 here
for
taxes.
LLC?
At least minimum, you will pay $800. It doesn't matter if you have write-offs. You will pay $800.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Start a business.
I'm dead serious. Yeah. $800. When you go to create the LLC and everything, it literally says this cannot be waived. Make sure you understand that this cannot be waived. Taxes $800 starting. So yeah.
Damn.
Steve, that's your car, right?
That's my car.
That's your car, right? Like yours.
Yeah.
Leave. Come to Texas, bro.
I've been seriously considering Arizona, Texas, and there was a few other states because of their no income tax.
Don't come to Florida, we're full.
Delaware.
I was thinking about Florida too, but a bunch of people from here keep saying not to go there, so I don't know what their deal is, what their problem is.
No. I'm telling you now, Florida's full.
So yeah,
North Dakota ain't got no drivers. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, I'm gonna come over there by Jeff. Hang out at his pool.
If you come here, we're gonna have to switch our license plate real quick.
Be dog treats.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what we
do out here.
I had to shut it off, Omar. I had to shut it off.
And the other thing too, which was super annoying, and it has nothing to do with my tip, driving my vehicle over in Arizona. It was really annoying having the front plate. It was funny. I pulled up to some passengers. They're like, "Yeah, we could tell you're from California because of that stupid front plate."
We don't have front plate here.
Yeah, there. So apparently half of the states require a front plate or something like that. But yeah. Apparently, and it is so dumb. Yeah. So
in my caddy, in the caddy, hey Vinny, is this for you too? In the caddy, I don't gotta have a front plate.
In Florida, you don't need a front plate.
If it's worth it, Richie.
No, in Texas, you don't need a front plate because it's a Cadillac. It's because it's the XC6. In the XC6, you're allowed to do it legally, like not have one in the front.
A bunch of states have it where it's legal. You don't have to have a front plate, but California is not one of them.
Cadillac, 20-inch Brougham, Cadillac,
Daddy Smack, something. Yeah.
So yeah, treat this like a business. Take advantage of the opportunities that you can get from registering your own LLC and reduce your liability. Like if something happens with your business, reduce the risk that you have to your personal assets and your personal finances. That's my tip.
Red, either reach out to Jeff, Steven, or you can reach out to me, vinnycuz@gmail.com, and I will email you the link to the Discord. All right, Jeff, what do you got, buddy?
I just dropped it again.
My tip is look at how much fuel you got till empty. Fill up, see how far you got till empty. Come up with a calculation for every single mile in there. If you want $2 a mile, say, okay, I need at least this much money from this tank of gas. Don't put gas back in until you're at least at a quarter of a tank and know you can make it, because that last quarter, you don't want to run it on a quarter, but just get it down 3/4 and you will know whether or not you can hit that. And just use that as whether or not you take certain rides, because I won't take no rides that are going to cut into my estimate of what I want out of that gas tank. When rides start getting shitty, I just come home. I'm like, there's no good rides out. I'm going to save this gas for tomorrow. So I'll just come home. I'm not going to use
we gotta ban somebody.
We have a good question.
We gotta ban somebody.
We have an important question. Okay. No, we have a very important question, and I would like the answer to this, Jeff.
What if I don't have a gas tank? Now we're talking about kilowatt hours. How many hours do you have left on your?
He's ready. Yeah, go, Jeff. Go.
So if you have, you got to look at how many kilowatt hours you get and do it by half of your hours. Go down to 50%.
Yes.
Don't go down to 25. Say kilowatt down to 50%. I want to make at least this much money by the time I hit 50%. And if you hit 50% and you ain't got there, change the strategy up. Because kilowatt hours, you don't want to go through all those hours. And
damn, I'm good.
Yeah, but don't you have to also calculate where you are? Because let's say you're far away from the charging station. Right?
Hey, Kyle's like, thank you for the clarification, smart ass.
Yeah, like I said, you can do it by gas, or you can do it by kilowatt hours. I would say,
and actually that's what I do.
A lot cheaper than fuel. A lot cheaper than what the fuel we use.
For now.
So you guys can make, by the time you hit, a full tank, you guys be killing us on like expenses. You're not having the expenses we're having. So the profit margin is a little bit higher.
I'm expecting those fuel prices to shoot up too. So we'll see.
That's all right. More the fuel price. Listen, you live in California, okay? Everything shoots up and never comes back down. So you can Lily White on that one, bro.
My man,
roll. Dave's question, gentlemen, can you explain how, as a rideshare driver, you have an Uber account in your name, and where does the LLC come in? Do we want to get into this now, or do we want to wait till Sunday?
I can answer as somebody that was registering for Black.
To make it simple, there is a setting on the Uber app under taxes, and you get a menu, and you can select your tax status, and you can pick the type of LLC that you want. You pick your LLC, and then you put your EIN number in there. Now, from then on, everything that you get paid comes into the name of your LLC.
There you go. That's the short answer. We'll get into more details on Sunday. And Dave, I love you, brother, but we're trying to wrap this one up.
And I'm gonna finish with Jay. Jay said, what if he's on a scooter? If you're on a scooter and you're at a stoplight, you have to push off, because that shit helps you get more gas. So when you're at the stoplight and that light turns green, push. You need to double push, and now you can get. You're gonna save a lot. You're gonna be tired of some motherfucker by the time you get there, but you're gonna save so much money. That double push works.
Save even more because you're gonna lose weight in the process.
Do a double donkey kick. We call it the double donkey kick, like this, motherfucker. You just take off. If you triple donkey kick, you might pop a fucking wheelie on that motherfucker. You don't want a triple kick, no triple kick, double donkey, man, double donkey.
That gets the dog, bro. I gotta bring the dog in on that one.
But if you do the kickback, do you lose the food? If the food in your lap.
A little bit of piece on the ground behind.
Oh shit!
Like what? You gotta hit on your app. It'll say triple kick error. Triple kick error. Food spill. Sorry.
Oh God. Man. Oh shit. I can't with y'all. I can't. I already
Look at
took
Jay
my
come
ass,
on with that
man.
scooter shit. Jay, stop messing with us, man.
Listen.
Oh wait, somebody's gonna take him serious too. Watch.
Take that 9%.
I'm gonna see Jay at a light like this and shit. Make a video.
What up, dog? What up, dog?
Double push is the key. I know it. You got double push, man. Get that mile per hour up. Hit that torque band.
Hey, Jay. I want to report next week on how much tires cost between the double push and the triple kick. Okay?
Exactly. We need to know these things.
What the tire replacement
the calculator. You save 9% rubber by triple kicking versus double dunking.
9%.
Yeah. This is how seriously we take ride sharing.
With a triple kick versus a double donkey.
You know, given that I have my electric motorcycle, I don't even use it anymore.
Jay is nuts.
I can't with the 9%.
Jay got us with the scooter.
9%. I can't.
We're professional around here.
Eddie, does that work with DBA also? Eddie.
Correct. So, I mean, you could do a DBA under the LLC. So, you can have, I believe you can have a couple of DBAs under the LLC. But your tax benefits come under the type of LLC that you have. So,
oh, God.
Are you running S corp?
That's over the CPA. Oh, and by the way, somebody asked, is a CPA expensive?
Yeah.
Are you Eddie? Are you running S corp?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Spoke to my CPA. My CPA broke it down, and then numbers were like right next to each other. And I was like, okay, S corp.
Yep.
Yeah. Steven, real quick, Steven. BT. I was asking if your supercharger rates went up down there. Up here in the Bay Area. They raised the after midnight rates a lot, and Prime went up too.
So not only did they raise the rates in some areas, they've also added in more time slots. So before, some of the chargers would go from like 12 a.m. to 8 o'clock in the morning, and it would have its lowest rate. Now it goes from 12 to 4, and then like 4:01 to 8. And 4:01 to 8, they've increased the prices. But most of the time when I'm charging and at the lowest prices. So it jumped from 21 cents or 20 cents to 27 cents.
All right. Well, let me ask you, Steve.
I'm paying like $1 extra or something.
Can I ask you a question, Steven?
Yeah.
Are you required to wear a mask when you get out of your car in the middle of the supercharger lot to plug in your charger? Do you have to wear a mask?
No.
I'm going to tell Gavin Newsom right now.
No. Hey, do Teslas got like alternators? Do they have some kind of alternator system to recharge the battery?
Right. So they got some kind of generator or something. And yeah, it'll charge we have a what is that? Like a regular car battery in the front.
Okay.
So yeah, it charges that regular battery in the front. Yeah, but I believe it's like the Priuses where it's a generator instead of an alternator.
Yeah, it transfers kinetic energy. I think when you brake, I think it's transferring kinetic energy back to the battery or something like that.
Gig Wars officials just gave up a $5 super chat. Want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Red. Thank you, Red.
Thank you, Red. Yeah, Red.
Red. I bet y'all don't get her name wrong.
Now it's stuck. Listen, now it's stuck. Just like it's Vinny's fault. He's stuck with it for the rest of his life. Okay, now he's stuck with it.
There it is.
What am I stuck with, bro? I called it Red the whole time. What the hell are we talking about here, bro?
Because
he's saying you're stuck with it's your fault.
Yeah, because it's your fault. That's why.
You know what? Listen, bro, I've been getting blamed for shit all my life. What the hell? I might as well take your shit.
No, but watch this. Let's say we keep doing the whole day trading account and all that stuff, and then the next thing you know, we start making like a lot of money. Yeah. And we start making like I start making money and stuff, and then Vinny's gonna be like, "You better fucking blame it on me now, right? You can't blame it on me. Exactly. You better fucking blame it on me."
You better blame it on me now.
It's like ain't nobody stole but mine. Remember.
Y'all tune in and watch Eddie lose his money tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're gonna see who's faulty tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I got you. No cheese on my burger. I got you.
Exactly. Today I made
I actually don't like cheese on my burger.
My fault.
Unless it's sharp cheddar.
Steven, I don't know what planet you came from, but you got serious issues when it comes to food, bro. Don't like White Castle. Don't like White Castle. Don't like cheese.
A lot of people. Jeff said it himself.
Yeah, White Castle is something else, man. That shit
White Castle,
will knock you down.
White Castle
It'll take you out for a couple of days.
I guess we like
maybe your White Castle's different than the ones here. The food was looking real questionable. That's all I'm saying. It was looking real. It looked unprofessional.
All right. So Eddie. You know, I said we were ending this live stream an hour.
Yeah,
we get
Benny.
stuck, man, because we have fun. What the hell?
Okay. So
Eddie, you're gonna have to give me a list too. You're gonna have to give me a list because when I go there, you're gonna have to give me a list of all the hot spots to hit for decent bites. So be ready for that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be coming. I'm gonna come to Florida.
Listen.
I'm gonna come see you, and then I'm gonna come see. I'm gonna see Eddie.
Best burgers in Austin is this hole in the wall bar called Casino El Camino. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna be like,
Casino El Camino.
Casino El Camino. And then,
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all,
sounds like a hole in the wall.
But once you take a bite up that damn burger, you're not gonna care. You're gonna be like, yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you what I do in the summertime. You wear a shirt that says Barbecue Wars and walk around with a GoPro and just go to people's backyards. They'll feed you for free all fucking summer, man. Because they think they're gonna be recorded on. They really think it's like a barbecue war going on. You just trying to get food, man. They gonna look on the internet and be like, "How come I ain't getting on the internet? You ate your barbecue for free."
You got to sweeten the deal by having the NDAs.
That shit just says Barbecue Wars and just get you. You ain't even got to record with the GoPro. You ain't gotta have no battery in it.
No battery in it. Like nah, because I have to make the video that said, "This is how I got free food." I don't know why they keep handing me all this free food.
See, the bums got it wrong. The bums be asking, just get a fucking GoPro. It ain't gotta have a battery in it. Everybody think they on camera. Be like, hey, I'm just trying to see what's the best barbecue in town, and you guys are barbecuing. Next thing you know, you eating for free. They give you drinks and shit, beer. And they're like, damn, man, this is cool. Then
I got you. I'm ready.
Vinny's ready. He's got half of the free barbecue starter kit.
Now you just need the shirt.
Right.
Yeah, get the shirt and the hat that says Barbecue Wars.
Exactly. Barbecue Wars, get you a GoPro. It don't need a battery. Just got to have and put it on a stick. You can just put it on like any stick you find on the ground and walk around with it. And people don't think you're recording them. And you get free food all summer. It works every summer.
All right. Eddie. I need your tip. What's your tip?
All right. Tip of the day.
You have a tip?
Okay.
Yeah.
When you open an LLC, you're gonna be able to buy some free stuff. Oh yeah.
Free barbecue.
Yeah. Okay. You open an LLC, watch. When you open your LLC and you start getting your credit cards, okay, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna pay for that, I'm gonna pay for that, I'm gonna pay for that, and then be like, that's free.
This should be an easy question, real quick, Eddie.
Well, what's a quick question?
It's an easy question. Eddie, you change before end of the year or from the moment you change the LLC start? So do you?
So you pick your LLC. Okay, the LLC is just the business. Now, how you get taxed is based on what your CPA tells you. Your CPA will take care of that part for you. Okay, my CPA
and that happens
$3,800. That happens when you go fill your taxes. Now there are two ways you can fill your taxes. You can fill your taxes quarterly, which that's what I really want to do, and or yearly. The reason why you were doing quarterly is because you pay your taxes for the quarter, and then until you're done for that quarter, and then you move on to the next quarter. It's a lot better. Instead of having all this money accumulate, and then at the end of the year, hey, you owe $57,000 in taxes. So it's just makes it a lot easier.
If you owe $57,000 in taxes, I suggest you move to the Dominican Republic at the end of every year until tax season is done. Come back to the United States once that statute of limitations is run out.
Yeah,
it's very simple to evade paying taxes. This is not financial advice.
I support that.
Yeah, there are costs to the LLC. Your CPA will explain that to you. And when you file your taxes and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a tax deduction too, so keep that in mind. Anything you
correct.
spend on the business, to file the business, to form the business, all that's going to be tax deductible.
Except for Steven. Steven is pretty much $800 in debt every time a year.
Yeah, well,
crazy.
Yeah, hey.
But yeah, it is very possible. That's why I have a lot of expenses, because a lot of my expenses are business related, so they become tax deductible.
All right, I had a tip for the night. I don't forgot it now, bro. It's crack. You guys are killing me over here. You guys killing me over here. All I can say is
that's your tip, man. You just gave your tip. Stop smoking weed because it stunts your memory. You know?
Yeah. We know that's not tobacco.
Was that the end
of
Happy?
Tip and didn't even realize you was giving a tip. Vinny, how high are you, man?
Yeah. No, what is that? Happy Gilmore? No.
He just smoked us out. He just smoked us out on camera. He was like, "Man, I had a tip, but I forgot.
What was that?
I'm hungry. I want some Wawa."
You know what?
That's Waterboy. Don't
right?
now. All right, this brings me to our next lesson. Don't smoke crack.
Exactly. Jeff, you're a damn fool, man. I love you, brother. You're a damn.
Hey, you know I got a mess with Vinny.
Hey, it's okay. That's what it's about.
All right. He said I had a tip, but I forgot. I was high.
Yeah. I was gonna go to class, but then I got high. I could have cheated and I could have passed, but I was.
Goddamn, Steven, you know that whole song, don't you?
Oh, of course. Me and my brother used to sing it all the time. That's
I was about to show up at the pickup spot, but I got high.
Baby.
All right, here it is. Last go through. I'm gonna leave them up for 5 seconds. Uber Eats ebook. Uber Eats ebook. If you haven't scanned it now. All right, there's a Tesla rental. That's Test Driver. Y'all can check them out. I don't know if they're in your area, but they'll put you on a waiting list. All right, here's Eddie's $5 ebook. How he made $100,000 not once but 2 years in a row. He's got proof. Don't forget. Here's the Discord group. Sign your ass up. Don't come in here and not like the channel. Don't come in here.
Next semester. I know why.
All right. Here's the Divvy credit card that hopefully is actually going to the Divvy credit card and not back to the stream. All right. And then my tip for the week is y'all better be back here Sunday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. on Sunday. It's official. I shamed Eddie into it. We're going to do this LLC class. It's going to be strictly business. We're not going to be talking about rideshare and all of that stuff because we can't. And put a hole in the floor of your ride. You can improve fuel mileage as well. Just leave it.
That kickoff is going to be really strong. You can get the whole family involved, and now you're spending time with your family, and you're saving on fuel.
Jason was gonna finish your quest, but I got high.
But then I got high.
That's
gotta be on the shirt.
I could have cheated and I could have passed, but I was high.
He's gonna finish the quest, but I got high. We need that. All right, y'all.
I'll try to get that money next week because I know why.
If you wait till next week to get that money, you ain't getting high because you're broken out.
Boy, y'all are nuts, man. Y'all are straight nuts.
All right, so there we go. That's it. That's what we got, folks. We hope you had a good time joining us tonight. We loved having you here. Give a thumbs up on your way out the door. Make sure you subscribe to all our channels. Also, don't forget, go subscribe to Gig Wars Official and also North Florida Dasher. He don't know us, but we know him. And
small channel, and he needs to get on Gig Wars Official so he can learn some strategies. We need to get North Florida Dasher on Gig Wars Official so he can learn some strategies, and now he can get involved with that now. So
and get him into Kiki's ebook, and then he'll really be flying.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna help that dude, and that's what we're all about. All right, y'all ready?
Here it is. Once he finds out.
Here it is. 1, 2. Pow.